And we are back once again. Another episode of
Wild
Beyond the Witchlight.
Jumping
The Jumping
Junipers.
Junipers.
When we last
left them,
they were
trudging through the swamp on
whim
of a stick.
and they
quickly ran into some troubles,
finding
themselves in knee-deep mud,
which felt
almost like quicksand.
And
unfortunately,
Garreth,
you lost a pair of boots as you were nearly sucked under. But thankfully, your party came to your rescue with some rope, pulled both you and I think it was Vaike as well out.
It definitely was Vaike. It definitely was.
Then you encountered some
strange slurping noises in the mud, and you could see these methods, elemental creatures like imps.
They were
arguing over what the best desserts were. And Notus, without any hesitation, obviously declared that mud pie would probably be one of their favorites.
And
they were intrigued, and you actually decided you would make them a mud pie. If they could perhaps help them out of the swamp, get away from muddier areas.
And
they agreed.
They loved their pie.
It was delicious.
I think you headed
up
into
this near flooded tile.
They knew where
a raft was as well. They had actually seen it
and buried it
in the mud as well.
And they
took you to a waterlogged battlefield. Where there were strange armors that crawled up out of the mud,
seemed to start
copying your moves. Some sort of battle between elves and demons or devils took place here long ago. But
it seems as
though somehow the memories lived on as these strange fey creatures called will-o-wisps. And after you danced your way around the armors, you made your way to a little outpost, a garrison, and you dug up some armor, the raft, and a few extra arrows
and bolts.
And then you headed with your raft. You dragged it across the mud to one of the wells. The wisps tell you that if you can unclog it, you might be able to flood the swamp and then use the raft to sail across rather than trudge across the swamp.
And so
you delved inside, found a strange frog-like statue, which later revealed to be an evil curse upon it, a powerful polymorph-like effect that turns people into frogs. You helped some skeletons reassemble themselves and put them back to sleep in their sarcophagus. And then finally, in the final chamber, a large, hideous-looking bogwort creature, covered from head to toe in these kind of like pussy, bulbous, fleshy warts. Every time you hit it, it's gonna spread it out. And unfortunately, Ulric and Vaike got infected. But you brought the thing down with a sleep spell, and decided. Rather than kill this thing, it could be another cursed individual, possibly even an elf. I think that's right, because it was immune to the sleep spell. So instead you just knocked it out, and you fit it inside the weird
portable hole.
Handkerchief.
Yeah,
a portable hole. Like a handkerchief at first, but inside was also a bag of unicorn horns, painted ones, seemingly made of wood, possibly the ones from the carousel.
Why they're here? Why someone would stash them in the well, underwater in a chest inside a portable hole was
beyond you. But
it's almost like they were trying to hide it and guard it,
perhaps. But
anyway,
you transported them up and outside, whilst Notus and Garreth, you operated the pump and finally got it to work. Flooded the swamp, and now you're adrift on a raft.
There was
someone else who was struggling to swim. A strange demon-like creature. This pig creature is known as a what is it called?
A dretch.
A dretch is a very low-ranking demon. They're not really powerful in the slightest. They're like a foot soldier, if anything. But somehow, some way, they're here, and they had a crystal in their stomach. And as a response for
helping them,
that you enacted the act of reciprocity,
and
they felt compelled to give you this gem.
As soon as
Baird touched it, you were sent into a vision,
seeing
a raven-haired girl and her sister wandering through a forest and coming across a candied gingerbread hut. And you told them, should you ever need my help, you follow this song. And with that, you also knocked on the door, and a kind elderly woman helped them inside.
And that was
when the vision sort of ended.
And that's
also where we left off. So
at the moment,
you're just sort of coming down from this vision,
figuring out
what the hell just happened. But it's almost as if only a second or two elapsed.
But everyone
definitely saw like Baird's eyes kind of
go wide
and distant for a moment.
And all
the while, this stretched creature is just staring back at you. And there's another little bit of art for him.
Yes. I will sort of nod softly after like I sort of collapse against the mast of the ship. Like this vision kind of almost like it spat me out, stumbled backwards in a manner of speaking. Before I sort of like leaned down, and I had looked at the dredge and it looked back at me like knowingly before. So like I'm holding this crystal, and I guess I'll like observe the crystal, see like if I can figure out more about it while I'm sort of sitting here. If anyone wants to talk or like say anything before Baird fills everyone in.
The crystal
definitely has some sort of magical essence to it. Though it would take a great mind, a great deal of time to figure out exactly what it is doing, what kind of magic it is.
Does it seem like a similar magic as the magic that exists in the little lid for that jug that we broke, the stopper?
Similar kind of magic?
As in the magic trying to affect similar things, it was stealing memories is what it was there. The magic stopper.
Potentially. I'm afraid though you don't have any means of figuring out or confirming that.
Fair.
So we all saw like Bird's like eyes roll back and all that sort of stuff.
Oh yeah,
there was kind of a flash of the crystal,
and as you
looked at Baird's eyes, there was a similar color, this white jewel like glittering in their eyes for a moment.
But they seem to have
shaken it off now.
Whoa, everything all right, Bird?
Did you see something?
Something either far away or somewhere else. It was. I sort of like look at Garreth, like for a moment. 2 children and a candy house. 2 little girls.
Girls?
Raven-haired and a blonde. Children.
Those don't sound familiar. I mean, me and my sister are both blondes, not raven-haired.
Yes.
And I'm pretty sure when we left, the cottage was burning.
They were looking for help from an old woman, a witch of some sort, or repute, I would assume. The younger blonde one was hungry, or close to... They were in danger, and they were looking for a place to stay.
Oh no.
Oh no.
If I know that place sounds familiar. Granny lived there, but she looked nice. She wasn't. She tried to trap me there.
I warned them to not let hunger overcome their reasoning. To not put themselves in danger for the want of something.
Wait, who's Granny?
I don't know her name. She never told us. But she said she was like our grandmother. When me and my sister played in the woods, someday we found a trail of sweetness, sweet scent that felt familiar. We followed it, and we found a very sweet cottage. And we were invited in. We were given foods, but then after some time, she trapped me. And my sister was forced to clean her house.
Wait. So you're telling me that there's a grandma that lives in the woods who kidnaps children? Lived. Wait, you killed her?
Remember Sir Televar? The dragon?
Yeah, he killed her?
He helped me escape. And helped me push her in the oven that she tried to lit.
Oh
and then we locked it.
Oh my god, you killed her.
Jesus.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Wait, so I couldn't kill this stupid pile of boards, but you can kill a nice old grandma who just wanted
She wasn't nice, she was mean.
She just wanted someone to clean her house, okay? She doesn't sound like the worst person ever, okay? Compared to what this thing did.
And I mean, she has a candy house, so... Can't be the most evil person, I don't think.
They both fell into a baited trap. It isn't their fault.
Not the same granny that April was talking about.
It could be.
I hope not. It shouldn't be. She should be dead.
The way that Garreth describes the old woman, is that similar to what I saw in the vision, or is there a distinct sort of separate feeling there?
Garreth, is there any distinguishing features about this old granny? Other than she's old and she comes across as kind and helpful at first.
Definitely. I mean, you could say she had a wart on her nose as a feature that not all grannies have. Old gray long hairish. What's the word?
Tied back in a kind of bun.
Oh wait.
Yes, it would be tied back in a bun, but it's covered with a not a handkerchief, but a
little shawl.
Yes.
Can I mimic the old woman's voice from the vision to see if Garreth recognizes it?
Yeah, you can do that too. And
I would need a history check, I guess, to remember her voice. I don't have that great of a memory.
Yeah. I think in the vision, it's hard to tell. There's some things about the vision were kind of almost blurry and unknowable. Like, for example, when you tried to look beyond the confines of the forest and the hut, it was just this kind of faded, darkened, sort of obscure like vision. Like it was almost as if there nothing existed beyond the tree line. And when you try to look inside the hut as well, it kind of all just you couldn't pierce the veil. You couldn't sort of figure out what was inside the house. So there are certain memories that can't line up exactly. So it's difficult to know for certain whether this truly is the same one. But they were both old. They were both kind of kind appearing. The one in the vision though, I will say it didn't wear like a shawl, like a little, of hood. But people wear things different from day to day.
Baird will sort of think and looks towards Garreth and says, "Well, it could be the same person, or it could be different." Baird sort of thinks to himself, and like considers, it's possible. Maybe one inspired the other, like a story.
Maybe. I mean, if they want to trap kids, luring them with candy it does seem to work wonders.
Is this why you smell like candy all the time?
Yeah, I was gonna ask, was that like pre or post like enslavement? I didn't really. Just kind of interested.
The art collection.
I think we smelled like this before.
Okay.
You put us in the art collection, by the way.
Yeah.
We need more art.
You can have some art.
But after the burning, the scent did change a bit. It's faint, but if you smell very carefully, you can smell a hint of burnt toast.
Baird will like lean over and like smell Garreth like again.
He does smell like gingerbread.
There's an echo of burnt toast.
Maybe,
that's what you described.
We smell it real close. Yeah.
Like my beak is up in Gareth's hair. Like.
Oh. What? Too close.
Let me give a sniff as well. Here. Jack climbs up.
Are you?
Do you even have a nose?
I can taste it with my tongue.
Don't taste me, please.
Baird will push Jack's like mouth and like tongue away from Garrett.
At this point, I'm not even surprised.
As Baird sort of looks back towards this creature, I'm going to sort of reach into my pack and hand them a like some beef jerky or something from a ration. Be like saying he's safe to travel with us as long as he doesn't hurt anyone. I know he doesn't understand it, but I kind of mime it like like we won't hurt him if he doesn't hurt anyone. Like
I'm just saying, do we really want to be running around with a demon? I'm just saying.
We will bring him to safety, right?
We could bring him to the inn.
We will
perhaps
just ashore.
Right? We could bring him to the inn.
Sure.
A place he won't drown.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Speaking of the inn,
you guys
want to start making your way there?
All right.
Yeah,
Speaking of the inn,
we'll
you
follow
guys want to start making
the tracks that the spirits of the Will-O-Wisps had given us hints for.
Yeah.
The way the reeds broke.
Will-O-Wisps had given us hints for.
That's right.
Heeds the way the reeds broke.
Will-O-Wisps had given us hints for.
That's right.
Heeds the way the reeds broke.
Will-O-Wisps had given us hints for.
That's right.
Heeds the way the reeds broke.
Stream audio's messing up, I think.
What's happening?
I think I fixed it though.
Oh, okay.
Someone else want to double check? Oops. Oh well, that's fine. Caught it quite early. Okay. So, heading in that direction then will actually take you back to the waterlogged battlefield. You'll have to go back on yourself a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But not too much trouble now that you've got a raft and you can basically sail your way. The reeds are like long enough that they do poke up out of the water. However, yeah, as we're going, the Gretsch
we can't see the
looks
map.
around. You can't see the map.
What map?
Or on the art collection.
Yeah. No, not even if I do that.
It says we're on the Hither art collection.
Oh right, I thought. Yeah, you can see the art there, right?
Yeah.
Yes, we can see the art.
Okay. Yeah.
We
that's
can't
fine.
go
I'm only
to
describing.
any other maps. Okay.
Yeah, you're not even though nothing's changed on the other map. So I guess I can bring you back if you want. You go.
Oh, okay.
All right. You're just going back this way,
Yep.
and eventually you see it continuing off in that direction as well. And as you go through this area, it's almost as if it looks more recent. You can see the drag marks in some of the mangroves, like they've been pushed aside as well, and pushing on and on until eventually you hear this sort of grinding sound up in the distance. And there's also a plume of smoke sort of rising up out of the swamp.
Is this like a mechanical inn, I presume?
Hmm?
Possibly, but it's going to be a strange sight when you see it. And as you come around the bend in the riverway, just past a tree line of mangroves, you begin to see a angular structure, the roof of an inn here in the middle of the river, with a little chimney that's billowing out the smoke. And you can see it slowly kind of swaying from side to side and getting closer and closer. You see that it's getting further away from you. You're actually having to try and catch up to it effectively, like paddle your way further and further. I'm sure you could probably put some extra wind in the sails as well if you really wanted.
Notus.
Notice the power of being windy.
Isn't that the other wind direction?
The other wind direction?
Yeah.
Notice, do you give the sails some extra oomph?
Yep.
Okay.
I imagine setting up the wind like that makes all the rest of us have the it's heckin' windy like face.
All right. In that case, you begin to catch up to it, and as you're right up close now, you can see something at the base of the inn First of all, it's raised up off the ground. You can tell. There's like another layer beneath the door. And all the while, these marching fleshy legs are sort of pushing the inn step by step, like 100 different stilts. And yeah, they seem to be chugging along quite normally, just as if this was an everyday occurrence. But yeah, you see like little bit of grime and mud clinging to the lower bricks. But yeah, there's clearly someone in. Otherwise, there wouldn't be a chimney smoke. But
haha, there's someone in the inn.
Yeah, you're sailing up alongside of it now.
Oh.
Hello.
I sort of yell.
Call out.
Yep.
Okay. Okay, here we go. You call out, but your voice is a little bit hard to hear over the sound of this this constant marching. Oh, and it starts to rain apparently. Just to add to the ambience. Yeah, it starts to rain, but you do see as you're coming around the side now, there is actually a long rope ladder that dangles down out of the door. Almost like as you shout hello, it just sort of unravels and splashes into the water.
Oh no.
Is there like a latch where we could like attach our raft to the side of it, like while we're here, like the equivalent of a horse latch, like?
Yeah, I guess you could see little bits of wood that's jut out or rungs that you could latch it to.
Yeah.
Fake.
Well, what about me?
Can you climb this rope ladder?
No, I can't.
Ulric, can you carry Vaike up the ladder?
Or why is Vaike going up the ladder? What?
The inn?
Sure, yeah.
Baird will use the block and tackle to sort of like winch up the raft so it's technically like off the ground so that it's not gonna drag if we end up on land.
Okay. Yep. Makes sense.
Essentially it's sort of like long boated up a little bit.
All right. Anyone wants to climb the ladder, they can do.
Yeah.
I wish.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ulric,
The ladder.
do you need help carrying Vaike, or you got it?
I'm not that heavy.
Well, I mean...
Hey, pal. All right, let's calm down, bud. Look, this elven chainmail weighs a lot.
New armor, I was going to say. I was about to
it's
say.
the new armor, pal.
I'll help the dretch, like, go up the ladder too, because they're companion for now, so...
Let's have a little kind of like squeak as it finally climbs up the ladder. And yeah, you guys are clinging onto this moving in. So it's but the weight of your companions kind of straightens out the rope and makes it a little bit easier as you're clinging on. And eventually you'll get up right up to the door. And doesn't feel like it's locked or anything. Essentially just head on in.
Yeah, well, we'll head on in. Well, like,
Whoa, isn't there like some Feywild stuff we got to do?
you can knock.
You can knock.
I can't. I'm currently on Ulric's back.
Okay, I'll open the door.
Ulric, knock, dude.
I'll make the
It's an
sound
inn,
of
right? I got to knock for an inn.
Bro, you're gonna wake up with spiders for eyes.
I'll make the sound of knocking with my voice, with my mimicry.
Okay. Yeah. You hear a voice from inside that sort of calls, "Oh, it's unlocked. You can come in."
Okay.
See?
and I'll drop you guys onto the map. All right, here you go. And yeah, you come into a kind of a musty interior. The campfire is roaring. You can see there is little tables and chairs set out. There's menus, and you see an elderly woman behind a serving hatch here. The door to the kitchen is actually ajar at the moment. You can see all kinds of like pots and pans, and the smell of cooking. It smells like fresh fish is being cooked up. And yeah, there's also a little stage set out as well with some sort of hurdy-gurdy like instrument.
That's fancy.
Yeah, right. And all the while, everything's kind of slightly jostling a little bit. You can hear the cling and clang of pots and cutlery, or like cups that are hung by little hooks. You can see them all kind of like shaking wobbly a little bit. And yeah, you see this older woman greets you. She's kind of got like bone-toothed necklaces and like a raven skull around her neck, and she's got she's kind of like warmed up with loads of little shawls and blankets and etc. But yeah, she says, welcome. I'm you can call me Sue, but welcome to my inn at the end of the road, weary travelers. You are welcome to stay, enjoy food, all the amenities of home. The amenities of home are here at your disposal.
How much? How much does it cost to stay here?
Oh, well, it's not a normal inn that you might be used to from where you're from, but any kind of payment is welcome. Do you have any trinkets of the Fae?
I have a sprite skull covered in ink fingerprints that I'm wearing as a necklace currently, and I'll take it off and I'll hand it to her.
He looks over it. You see a kind of a hand form into like some sort of shape, almost as if she's doing like shadow puppets on a wall for a moment, and then she her eyes kind of glow for a second, and she looks back at you, Vaike, and says, "This is a genuine article, a real sprite skull. I will be willing to take this as payment for your stay."
Yep, killed it myself.
Just him or him and his companions?
Each of you for one room.
One room.
I got my room. Does it come with food too? Does that skull cover the food?
She nods and she heads over towards a little key rack and pulls one off the shelf and then hands it back to you.
Thank you. And I'll go over here. I'll pull up a plate. There's a giant fish on the table. I'll start devouring it.
She gives you a menu. Yeah.
Baird will smile. Baird will smile and say, "I do think I have something that would be quite valuable, as well as something that you can then use to give knowledge to others. Something quite important, something that I promised would be remembered. And nothing better than the inn, where all travelers come for a story to be remembered."
Wait.
You mean a...
Be careful.
A song?
A tale.
Uh-huh.
Well, I am going to fulfill my promise to the Will-O-Wisps, that I would tell the story of the memory of the battle that occurred at the waterlogged battlefield.
Yes. He says, "Well, this sounds like it's worthy of a stage. How about I get everyone else situated, and then I will accept your tale as payment, perhaps."
Is there?
But yeah, the idea is basically it's a story that they can then tell other people who come to the inn. Is kind of what Baerd's doing. He's doing the bard thing. He's spreading stories.
Yeah. You were about to ask about the inn, aren't you?
What's today's special?
Okay. I gotta find the artwork for this. Hold on.
I'm trying to read the menu.
Yeah, I'm trying to find it. Let's see. I did make one, I'm sure.
Yeah, let's go.
Not then.
Or should we have everyone?
If not, I can always just.
First? Oh, there we go.
Just expand it. That works as well. People move out of the way, and I'll enlarge it.
Very good.
Ooh.
Here we go.
Cavefish. Cavefish or blood wine?
Ooh.
Sucker punching a rabbit?
Oh, I need that one. I did that. I need that. I actually did that.
They're milking dragons out here?
They're milking dragons?
I hope those are female dragons.
No. Hey, you won't know until you drink it.
That's the surprise.
Oh dear.
Don't let me distract. Everyone else should pay before we get in trouble.
Yeah.
I'll see if I can also bargain my story as payment for more than one person. If I can try to do so. As it is a lost tale.
Can I play along with Baerd as my payment? The gift of song?
Possibly, yeah. You can both roll performance checks. Seventeen's pretty good.
Yeah.
Ulric a 10.
I can give Ulric a bardic inspiration.
Nope, bardic inspiration.
You still have those?
All right.
I have one more.
Last one before they rest. You can roll a d6, I guess.
And it's not going to get up into any trouble.
Hey, that's a 6! Amazing. Yeah,
I sort of lean over to Baerd.
Yeah,
I sort of lean over to Ulric and I go, I sort of whisper that he's got his hand on the wrong, remember learning the violin, you've got your hand slightly in the wrong position. And that's my inspiration, is reminding him that his hand is just slightly off in the way that he should hold it.
Thank you.
There you go. And you'd sing the tale of the elven battlefield. And it sets an interesting, unique ambience.
Interesting indeed.
And they say that is a beautiful tale. I didn't realize there was so much history to the swamps of hither.
Stories are best told by those who find a way to remember them.
Well, I think it's worthy of a room. He does hand you a key. Garreth, you wanted to trade something?
Can I offer you a challenge?
Or Jack.
Oh, I'm
3 riddles.
a little old for challenges and riddles, but what did you have in mind?
I've got 3 riddles, and if you can't solve any of them, and they're nice, can I get a room? If I fail, I will look for something else as payments.
Well, if everyone came in here trading riddles, I'd probably be out of business. every fairy and goblin knows a riddle or two.
Yes. But I give you 3 riddles, and if there is one you can answer, then I fail.
Any one?
Of the 3.
I just have to get one riddle right.
Yes. So if it's a riddle you've already heard before, then that's my loss.
But what is my gain?
You gain a riddle to share with other people.
Well, we can...
And someone else can't use this trick on you anymore.
All right. What's these riddles?
The first one: when is a door not a door?
When is a door not a door?
Baird will like stand up and like raise his hand and be like, like I feel like I know, but this is a Bard answer.
When it is locked?
No.
When it's ajar.
That is correct.
You gonna make him pay for the room? I thought he was. I thought we were trying to get
No. There are still 2 more chances.
Baird answered the riddle for them.
Yeah,
but it's not them answering.
The door that is ajar. She's like, I should have known.
What?
Go ahead.
Has a neck but not a head.
What has a neck but not a head?
I got this one.
Baird drums his salute.
I feel like this one I should know as well. There are many things in nature that have a neck but not a head. Like even grass. Neck but not a head. She's sort of chuckling to herself. I'm clearly getting too old for these.
Clearly, you're not old enough for these.
Age addles the brain, my dear. Perhaps if I get one right, it'll make me younger. He looks around and tries to find inspiration for it. Sees a bottle. A bottle has a neck, but no head. This could be an answer for many things.
You're still thinking?
Could be a bottle. Could be grass. Could be someone who's been decapitated.
Yep.
What has a bot? Yeah, I mean, there's this riddle has many answers.
Aww.
That are technically correct.
But yeah, the answer would have
been
bottle.
A bottle. Oh, there you go. There you go. She says it.
Aww.
She said a bottle, yeah.
A Baird will say, you could have also said loot.
We're in an inn.
Yes.
Bottle would have been more fitting at the bar.
Well, that's the one she says.
For a good measure, I will still give you the 3rd riddle, but I've lost the challenge. Are you okay with that?
Of course, yes.
When is music like vegetables?
When is music like vegetables? When it's gourd? I don't know. When it's good? Gourd?
When it's gourd.
When there are 2 beats to the measure.
Ah, very good. Very good. He enjoys this one. And you see her, as she smiles about the riddle, you do actually see some of the wrinkles in her expression sort of disappear slightly.
Whoa.
I still have to offer you something.
She was joking about maybe making her younger with these, but
Yeah.
almost appears as though it actually did. Or maybe it's simply the joy that you've brought to her, and maybe the misery of this place has subsided slightly now with your company here. You're not sure. Either way.
This just deepens Vaike trying to figure out what Garreth is. He's making old ladies young. He smells like candy. What is going on with this guy?
I'm magical.
For certain. But there's more to it.
She says, I will still accept regular payment of some sort of Feywild trinket or anything, really. Perhaps. What else do you have?
I don't seem to have that much that I can share.
Baird is going to look at Garreth and is going to twirl as though he's pulling a.
Yeah. I can. I'm not sure if I'm ready to give that one up just yet.
If not, you can always share a room with one of your friends, if they allow you.
Yeah, Garreth, you can come bunk with me if you want.
I did promise to give you something in return if I failed. I can offer you this.
He looks over it for a moment
Slightly
as well.
used.
Ew, it's like covered in saliva. Ew.
Okay,
I
I'll
can wash it
sprinkle dust over it and then clean it with prestidigitation, which I can no longer pronounce correctly.
No.
Caution.
Yeah, she kind of rinses it off as well, and gives it a try. And what is it?
You're gonna say a tongue twister for us.
A tongue twister? I can give it a go. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. A peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked. If Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers, where's the peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked? Oh, it does work. Interesting.
Wow. Impressive.
You sell seashores? No.
She sells. Oh, I can't say it anymore. Oh.
He says, "This is a fine gift. This will help me be more clear when giving people the menus or something. Thank you." Or rather, no, she didn't say thank you. Rather, she says, "You have your room."
Yeah.
And yes, here. And she does hand you your own key as well. And she pauses for a moment before she looks over the key rack, looks back at you, and then deliberately picks something out. Almost as if these keys aren't all the same. And sure enough, they do seem to have a kind of different handle, different color, perhaps even material. Each of these keys are unique. They don't have numbers, but rather, yeah.
Can I look at mine?
Different form and shape. Yep, your key. What does your key look like? Oh yeah, your key has.
Sweet.
It does. It is like it's got moons on it as it happens. Yes.
Whoa.
The little stars and moons, and it's kind of got a very colorful, almost like rainbow-looking key. Yeah.
What?
Baird will ask Ulric if he's going to be staying with Vaike.
I have my own key, right? Or did I not get a key?
I got hit. But I don't know if you got one as well.
To get right, I think you can bunk up if you
I'll
want.
bunk with Vaike.
Whoa, pal.
With Baird.
With Vaike.
The honeymoon suite. We can't share the honeymoon suite together.
Well, we just
Why
got
not?
it. What do you...
Look.
Wouldn't be the first time.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
There we go. You're breaking up the dynamic duo?
No, I'm not. I'm just making fun of him. Yeah, we can bunk together. But this time I get the bed, you get the floor.
Fine.
Why can't you both share the
I didn't want
beds?
You see
I'm
how
not
big
sleeping
this
all
guy
day with
is?
him.
Have you seen how big he is?
You
He
see how
is, like,
fluffy he is?
I just imagine that he's covered in mud and dirt, and he's just all mangy because we've been swimming and there's water everywhere and there's mud. Oh yeah,
Baird will prestidigitate everyone's clothes and bodies.
Yeah, but
Because
that's just the clothes, not the fur.
And the fur.
What about Notus?
Yeah, Notus. You head to the bar.
So Notus will sort of rummage through her things, and she's got put down a sword.
Wooden sword. Yeah.
The little wooden sword.
She looks at it and she's got an amused face and says, "This will go well. Maybe I'll put it atop the mantelpiece. And that'll warn people not to mess with old Sue Harabacks."
Damn straight.
Even a wooden sword is good in the right hands.
Big look at
Very
his
well
hands.
said.
Even in the left.
Oh, no.
That's why the
She accepts this. She accepts this willingly and looks back at you. I think this room. I haven't got something of quite your element, but this is close. And she hands you this strange, kind of icy-looking key.
Oh my god.
I didn't mean to roll to attack. I was trying to get it off my cheek.
Yeah, sure.
It's like when you're accidentally trying to do something in a video game and you click attack and you hit them. And they're like, "God." You have to
I imagine
save.
it's Notice like wielding the blade like in the air, like it's just like showing that like in the right hands.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. All right. She accepts this willingly. Yeah. Thank you. Well, yes. Here's your key. And yeah, it's a cold, icy key.
Baird will look at the key he's holding. As I guess we go sit down for food, but Baird will look at the key he has.
Yeah, the key you have. Well, let me just check. Hold on. All right, Garreth. Garreth, hold on. So I'll say Gareth's key. Yours is like this kind of leafy looking design.
Ooh.
It's made of wood. And yeah, it's got these got like little twigs sticking out of it as well with a leaf on the end.
Jack flavored
And then
key.
finally,
Looks like you, Jack.
yeah. And then finally, Baird. Yours is a bit of a toss-up here, actually, as it happens. So I'm just gonna roll for it. You were the first one to enter, and I didn't mention that she was looking for a key specifically. So I'm literally gonna say that she picked one off random, and it's gonna be a 1, 2, 3. Okay, yeah, your key is actually kind of made of iron, and it looks sturdy, like it would be for a proper like lock, like a fortified security kind of deal. It's bigger than the others.
I almost feel like it's almost the weirdly most generic key out of the list, like the most normal key.
Yes, it looks like a key with the intent purposes of being a key in all senses of the word, right? Big, sturdy iron key.
Like everything you'd expect from a key.
Baird will ask, do rooms come with food?
Yes, please pick something from the menu, and I shall bring it to you. And we'll have breakfast in the morning.
Hey, Sue, I had a couple questions. You seem to be a very knowledgeable woman. I was wondering if you might be able to answer them.
Of course. What do you seek?
Okay, so first off, do you guys got bats here?
Bats?
Yeah.
Bats as in flying creatures?
No, bat, like, someplace to like wash up.
Oh, baths. Oh,
Bats.
yeah, baths. We do, yes. It's the first room at the top of these stairs on your left.
Nice.
Oh.
Second, so me and my companion here, normally we're not covered in warts. Normally, we have been afflicted by some sort of disease.
Am I?
You wouldn't happen to know anybody, or even maybe yourself, know a way to get a cure for this affliction?
I wasn't going to say something, but
I appreciate it.
Yes, it appears as though you have been afflicted. This is bogwarts, isn't it not?
Yep.
A horrible disease. It's not the first time I have seen it either.
I know.
A lot more people have been cropping up with this thing. Let me see. Well, I can tell you that it's going to get worse the longer that it lingers. Normally you get this kind of by the from a sewer, but it can be cured. I will need a flower called eyebright. It grows in some swamps. I am proficient in herbalism. I can perhaps turn one of these flowers into an ointment. If you apply it to your eyes before a long rest, it'll prevent the disease from reaching your eyes. The warts themselves will eventually go away after some time, but the important part is to make sure that it never reaches the actual area which it is trying to taint.
How long
Disease
does it
is 3 doses will cure the disease entirely.
And how long before the disease reaches the eyes?
It depends on how hardy you are. Could be after a day, could be after 2 days. Some people often report having their eyes become a bit blurry after a single day. But others, after 3 days, have become fully blind as the warts take over the entire vision. And this is exactly what you kind of saw within the sewers, within the well itself, that the creature's eyes are just full of warts.
And after you lose your vision, does it become uncurable?
I'm afraid after that, it is going to require a powerful magical spell in order to remove. So mechanically, every time you fail a con save, you'll get a -1 penalty to attacks and ability checks that rely on sight. When it reaches -5, you are like fully blind. So it can take up to like 5 days, getting worse potentially each day, depending on your con save.
Mm-hmm.
So we have time to look for it.
You wouldn't happen to know where we can find some of these flowers, would you?
Just so happens you're in a swamp. So, given enough knowledge about what to look for, you could spy some on your journeys here.
Mm-hmm.
Bring them back to me. I will create the ointment, but you will need at least 3 doses, so 3 flowers for a complete cure.
So
we need 6.
Yes, 2 of you, 6 doses. But the good news is it is curable. Just we'll see if it worsens during the night. You two both look like hardy types. I'm sure you can perhaps stave it off with a nice warm meal and a rinse. So try to wash, but make sure you thoroughly dry. This stuff it'll worsen with moisture, but you definitely need to clean at least first. So
Baird will speak up and say, we do have a guest that was rescued from danger that may not have the ability to pay, and we can't communicate well with him. He speaks a hell's language, but he is also someone who was in danger, who needed help, and we couldn't just leave him to die. I don't know his intentions or his goals, but...
Yeah, they kind of look over and see, I'll figure it out after dinner. For now, I need to cook up your meals. You've all got your rooms. I shall... 1 second. In fact, actually... Perhaps I'll use a pair of hands. She beckons with a finger towards the dretch, and they enter the kitchen together, and she starts, like, handing him pots and pans and stuff. And looks like they're gonna help cook your meal.
I imagine like he gets a little like waist apron, like
yeah, so little chef hat, and he starts chopping up vegetables and preparing some food for you guys.
Does he look happy doing it? Does this look like this isn't what he expected? Like
he looks miserable.
Oh no.
No, it's his expression. He's been looking around this place with an eye, like looking over all the ornaments, the decorations, with a kind of eye of like wanting the same for himself, sort of thing. Like almost as if like really wish I had a home like this. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's the kind of look you see. Did everyone pick their meals and beverages?
Yeah. Do you want us to tell you which one it is?
Are we looking
sure.
from each?
What are you each having?
Or
yeah, from the specials and the beverage.
Okay.
Or you can just skip it all and go straight to dessert if your name is Ulric.
Ulric, the dessert eater.
I'll have the cave fisher tail with a sucker punching a rabbit.
Beautiful. And Baird?
Baird will get spicy jambalaya with
you want to go for dragon's milk?
No. I think fairy fireball makes the most sense for Baird.
Fairy fireball. Oh yeah. It's like this sort of sweet cinnamon taste, but with a kind of spicy afterburn.
Oh,
and there's like a glittering top to it, like garnished with kind of like a glittering effect, almost like a little bit like Goldschlager. All right, which complements the spicy jambalaya as well. Definitely, it's peppery, it's spicy. You need to down it with a glass of water after, perhaps. But yeah. What about Ulric?
I'll get the crane and croc omelet.
That sounds
breakfast.
Yep, crane and croc omelet.
He's what he's ordered.
I get the caramel fritters. Okay, I'll get dragon's milk.
Of course you will.
Dragon's milk.
The cow gets dragon's milk, of course.
Oh man, the crane and croc omelet. You wouldn't believe an omelet could taste so good, but somehow the stretch knows exactly how to flip an egg and get it to the right silky, smooth texture. And it's just quite salty as well. And the mushrooms are perfectly well cooked as well. Not too rubbery, not too kind of like, soggy. They're just the right texture. Caramel fritters, of course, you can't go wrong. Very beautiful, sweet aftertaste to wrap it all up. And so good it will heal you. Well, I will say, Ulric, it's so good that, like she said, having a good warm meal might actually help. I'm going to say you have advantage on the con save tonight as well.
Yeah.
Oh,
damn it.
Ulric.
I know it's
You should have ate more.
I didn't want to be too. I didn't want to, whatever.
Mm-hmm. Drake will be fine, I'm sure. We'll hope. Garreth, what about you?
Garreth would go for the smoked nipper salad. Also with a fairy fireball. Fairy fireball.
Fairy fireball as well, coming right up.
Yeah.
This one's definitely the most kind of healthy tasting meal, like lots of veg, onions, It's got a herbal taste as well. Floral.
Mm-hmm. Floral. That's what we're going for.
Yeah.
With a spicy
nice.
afterbite.
Yes. Exactly.
Does Jack actually eat?
He says, looking around, everyone having such a good time, enjoying their meal. He says, I'm not hungry. And he goes and sits by the fire, I think.
Jack?
Yeah, Jack does eat. Never mind. It's okay.
Oh. If anything, he's kind of more drawn to the kitchen.
Yep.
He looks at the door from the doorway, and Sue's just going about the kitchen like, can I help you? And Jack's like, oh, what's in the trapdoor?
Oh.
She looks back. Supplies? Everything an inn needs? Sue goes up.
Closes the door.
Closes the door on Jack.
Sorry.
Such a weirdo.
Okay. I finally notice. What are you having?
I'm just looking at the menu, and I'm just sort of. Is this safe for us to eat?
Yes.
How do I feel?
Baird will remind.
No, I mean, like we're not from here, right?
The hospitality. They can't poison us if they're serving us food. As well as we paid for it with the room, so we aren't being served without payment. We're not being tricked into anything.
I think she's more asking if if we can actually handle this food.
I have an intelligence of 9. What's biology?
Yeah, me too.
I'm proficient nature.
No, when you go to a country that's not your own, even like the water will upset your stomach. It's.
You do remember when you were in Weep, the tea was very salty.
The pizza was a little salty too.
Oh yeah.
Everything's salty there.
How is the tail that I'm eating? Am I feeling a little weird?
The cave fisher tail is pretty good, though. You can roll me a D100 for this.
Whoa!
You're asking for it.
Oh, man.
Oh wait, is this the knucklehead trout? The knucklehead trout thing?
46.
Is it the knucklehead trout? You find some smaller bones within the actual bones themselves. Like, this thing had recently devoured another fish. I mean, it's fresh. It's definitely not been tampered with. But it looks like this fish swallowed another smaller fish. But that's nothing too crazy, out of the ordinary.
But it does make me feel bad, does it?
2 for the... Oh, no. If anything, it feels like you got 2 for the price of 1.
Oh, yeah. Nice. No, yeah, Notus, it's fine. You should definitely get something.
Baird would ask if Notus is having a hard time deciding.
Maybe.
Baird will say, well, with all the things you tried at the carnival, what are the things you liked the most?
I don't really like anything sweet.
Baird will motion towards the smoked nipper salad and go, this one is light. It's gonna be more airy. The jambalaya is probably heavier, more fatty. And the K-Fisher tail will be the heaviest.
Yup.
It's sauteed. In
Which one has the most vegetables?
the nipper salad.
Nipper salads.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Then I'll go for that one then.
Okay.
I can just imagine
drink?
Strongheart in the background being like, you must eat your veggies to be strong.
That's exactly why I'm not eating my truffles or my mushroom rice. I'm just eating the fish.
She does the
And-
voice as well.
It makes Vaike wince when he hears that voice. It makes him wince. All that PTSD just coming back.
Can I get some of your mushrooms?
Go ahead, Garreth. They're all on you.
Nice.
And
yeah,
what did you
And
want
if
to
you
drink?
can't decide
Notus?
on the drink, I guess, what's their name? Strongheart also say, drink your milk, makes you big and strong.
Yeah. That's
Okay.
probably what Strongheart would say.
All right.
In which case I will have the dragon's milk.
Dragon's milk is brought out. It is not milk colored.
Oh,
It looks more like yellowy. In fact,
I don't see colour,
it's
it don't matter to me.
it's very true. Yeah, that's very true. It's kind of got a little bit of an acrid taste to it.
Okay,
These beverages are all yes, right? At first, you think this thing's gonna burn away your throat like some sort of acid, but it's not that potent. But it's got like a bitter taste to it for sure. And Ulric seems to be enjoying it. He's chugging that stuff down.
Wow,
It's very
it's
fizzy,
pretty good.
actually. Yeah, it's
fizzy.
fizzy. Fizzy.
It's like the more you explain it, the more I'm just like,
Is it fizzy in
Yeah.
the sense of like it's almost like it's got like little tiny like chemical reactions going off inside it more than it's like carbonated? It's more like if you got pop rocks going on.
It is exactly like that. It's like if you have a vial of acid and you pour it onto something, it'll start sizzling. Like it's that. Mm-hmm.
Now I have a question.
But yeah, no, yeah.
I imagine like we're passing food around the table. Like none of us are eating off of each other's plate, our own plates only. Like it's always like, oh, try this, and we're all like doing this like back and forth.
When
Sorry, what was your
Notus,
question?
when Notus eats, does she take her mask off?
She does, yeah.
What does her face look like?
the same as 8 years ago, but less young.
She does have a very like young round face. It's just with the eyes missing. It's super creepy.
Okay, so no like scars, no nothing.
Nope.
Damn.
Why would she have scars?
I don't know. Maybe she got into a
She has-
fight. You know,
She has a mask protecting her face.
maybe before she got the mask. No, I was just asking a question. Okay. I don't
Without
think
the
since
smile.
yeah,
Aww.
I don't think since the 8 years I've seen Notus without her mask. So you know, first time I saw it, I wanted to know.
Yeah,
Also,
no.
like how
there's-
deliberately the old art
Yeah,
doesn't
no,
have
there's-
eyes. You'll never know.
You
You will never know.
I'll never know her eye color. I'll never know.
Was it in blue?
No, her eyes were always blue. So everything about her was just
Okay.
blue from head to foot.
I see.
Blue da ba dee da ba die.
All right.
But yeah,
Well then, after you've
so
finished your hearty meal,
what are the order that people finish food? You think? Like, I think it's Ulric finishes first.
No,
Oh,
I
yeah.
definitely.
And
No,
Vaike.
he has a dessert. He has a dessert. I finished first for sure. I'm just eating my fish.
Yeah.
Is the king of devouring stronger than one man's meal? That's the question. He ate the he ate the wafer thin mint.
oh yeah,
He handled the man.
look, there's actually enough seats for all of you.
Yeah.
That's cute.
Honestly, Jack being right next to Baird is good.
Aww.
Okay. All right.
I feel like Baird is more focused on talking to everybody than he is with eating.
No. Our friend the Dretch is back.
The Dretch comes along and collects your dirty plates and cutlery, and like points to the drinks, like gesturing, like, "Are you finished?"
Yeah.
Are we all finished?
I mean, do you guys get refills?
Did anyone else finish their drink?
Baird, I feel like everyone drank their things, but yeah, I think it takes Baird a little bit longer than everyone else to actually finish his food. He's so focused on like talking to everyone
and focusing on other people's plates.
So he comes back and lets the Dretch finish cleaning, but you see she does pick off a key from the rack, and this one is a little skull. Like it's a key made of bone, and it's got like a little skull on the end of it. And she goes back and hands it back to the Dretch.
Honestly, if the Dretch becomes like, he slowly becomes passionate about the inn and like eventually inherits it, that'll kind of be sweet, to be honest.
He heads back over and says, "I take it you all enjoyed your meal."
Fantastic.
Clean plate.
We did. We're grateful for your kindness and hospitality.
Hospitality was...
Wonderful.
You're very welcome. We don't get many visitors and patrons these days. Everyone else has tried to, up and leave hither, it feels. And, well, I've been stuck here for a while myself. Hard to move a whole inn through a fairy ring, I can tell you that.
Seems like it.
What brought you here?
This was a fantastical place before. There would be merriment and peace everywhere you go. I got to know a lot of the locals here, and I traveled far and wide. In fact, I went across realms, further beyond the veil here, past the mists, into thither and yon, and sadly, have not been able to find my way since. Almost as if the realms are divided.
Yeah.
It's the fault of the Coven.
Yeah, we're here to fix all that. Yeah.
Well,
we're from the
do you
carnival.
know your way through the mist? Oh, a carnival.
Yeah, Mr. Witch, Mr. Light.
Ah, I have heard of this story. Yes. A couple of other patrons came through, speaking of a carnival.
Whoa.
Multiple patrons.
Are they still here?
No, I'm afraid they are not. They moved on. I've not seen them in some time.
Did
I
you
think
catch...
they their names?
Yeah.
Yes, actually. There was an acrobat by the name of Gleam. She was looking for her sister.
Sister.
And and not to mention a twin sister, to be exact. She said that she could not see them here. And I said, maybe the mists is preventing you from being able to see. He moved on and tried to push on through the mists. Do hope she didn't get lost. Another came through here recently, though. They were much like yourself, feathered Kenku, I believe.
Kettlestein.
Ah, yes. It sounded just like that. And she says, though they were in a bit more of a rush, didn't stay and chat as long, but they did mention a carnival.
Did she happen to leave anything here? Ask you to...
Yes, and she holds up the the necklace and the little bird skull that she has. She said she gave me this as payment.
But she was safe.
She was. He was looking for
Zybilna.
Looking for Zybilna, yes.
That's who we're
I'm
looking
afraid no one knows what happened. But ever since her disappearance, that's when the mists came and divided the three kingdoms. I've not been able to find my way through to thither ever since. Or to yon, for that matter. My yin used to travel, like I said, across the realms, but no longer. I'm stuck here and hither.
If the hag here is dealt with, do you think you could find your way to thither?
You think the hag is the one causing the mists?
I believe it's...
Maybe not just the hag, but the hags, the coven.
Taking on a coven of hags is unwise. Brave, maybe, but unwise, especially if we're going in blind. That's not a sly against you, Vaike, Ulric. Just that you should definitely learn more before you attempt to thwart their plans.
Yeah, we're gonna be going after one of their henchmen, some guy running around in a scarf. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna squeeze him for the information he's got.
Him.
Yep.
Yes, Agdon.
Oh, Eknok.
Yeah, whatever.
It'd be good to see him get his comeuppance. He's been running amok in this place.
We honestly don't have much choice. The decision was made for us long before we came here.
Yeah, the coven stole stuff from us and we want it back. And plus, like, everyone in the Cardinal was super nice, and they stole a bunch of stuff, and a bunch of people too. Like this guy Garreth, they stole his sister. Can you believe it?
I can. There are many thieves in this realm. Those brigands, they came by here, demanding memories.
We broke their rules. Then again, they also broke theirs.
Oh, we ran up, caught up with those guys, the ones that were stealing memories. We broke their little gourd thing.
Oh, you did?
Yep.
Baird will nod and hold.
Were the memories released?
Baird will nod.
They should be.
They should have been.
Did we not release the memories?
Remember something happy.
Yeah.
She tries to for a moment, and you see her strain her face, and another kind of wrinkle appears slightly. This was a long time ago. Agdon had stolen my memories, happy memories a while ago. I didn't even realize I'd lost something.
We may have to get those from him. But Baird will smile.
I know that he must have delivered them to Bavlorna.
She's on the list for getting punched in the face, so we'll make a stop by there eventually.
Yeah, she bullies April. Well, her siblings bully her and Bavlorna.
Yeah, they're all on the list. So she has like 9 siblings. They all need to get punched in the face
for being mean to April.
Oh,
if you find any more gourds or the like, or any other memories, then please, I would beg you to return them back here. But I know that's a lot to ask. I wouldn't even know what to look for, so
it's fine. I'll put it on the list. I'll put my list out. Find memories.
Would you happen to have seen a black displacer kitten somewhere in the past?
Not
Time.
here and hither, no.
Must have been her.
No
as
one
well.
stopped by with that.
And a bugbear?
Bugbear.
Friendly looking face?
No,
Likes
hobgoblins though. Plenty of hobgoblins.
No, we don't know those.
I do.
No? Okay.
I got a bone to pick with a hobgoblin.
Oh. We're around.
And a halfling traveling with a frog?
Oh, yes, Eliwick.
Yeah, that one.
You see, as she says the name, you almost see like an illusion sort of pick up and starts to play a much more upbeat tune in the corner. And she says, Eliwick is a fantastic bard. She's come by here. She's played many a tune in my inn. And of course, she always leaves her mark. And some sort of spell like activates when you say Eliwick, it seems, and starts playing a tune. Just fantastic. She's just like, I love this one. Fantastic. The pig and whistle, this one's called.
Ooh.
Baird will get up and offer his hand to Notus as the music starts playing.
I shake his hand.
I will pull Notus into a dance.
Oh, let's go. As you're dancing, it almost feels like the entire inn begins to dance as well. You can feel the legs underneath the inn, like kind of stomping and doing a little bit of a jig. And you start to see like cups rolling, chairs sliding, and it makes the whole inn come alive.
I slowly start pulling everyone else in, like between everyone, like partnering up the different like pairs of our group into little like dancing partners as I sort of move around. Oh god.
Oh god.
Oh no.
What is this?
That's
That's
from eating that food. I told you guys.
But yeah, I'll start pulling everyone else up and to dance with us.
You're not getting Vaike out of the chair.
Yeah, sorry, I don't dance.
You can get Ulric, but Vaike is not getting out.
Don't dance.
Baird will look to Ulric and say, "But don't you want to see Vaike dance?"
Not really. It'd probably be kind of horrific.
Baird will
Hey, big man, I can dance better than you can, so I don't even want to hear it.
I don't think you
like
could.
I
really don't think you could.
But you want to go?
Dance.
Or it starts dancing now.
That's personal. Now I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna start dancing. Yeah, we gotta do a roll off. I need to prove that I'm the better dancer.
Nice.
What if we performance?
I will assist everyone's performance if you will allow me. I will give everyone else.
You can either give me acrobatics or a performance, whichever you prefer.
Okay. What am I better at? Hey, +1. Let's go.
Oh my god, this is true.
I even pull Sue into the dance as well.
19! Beat that. Yeah.
Oh yeah, she's joining for sure.
Oh, come on. Everyone's got to roll. We gotta see who's the best dancer. Oh, damn it.
Oh, the net 20 from Notus!
Whoa!
What in the heck? Notus, for someone who struggles expressing themselves through motion, you certainly can dance.
I imagine that it's almost like a glister and gleam, like it's this like all these practiced things.
Yeah, I imagine I imagine it's something that she's just always done, even pre-losing the emotion side of things. And then obviously when you're learning under Strongheart, I imagine she had to learn. So again, it's the footwork.
Yeah, courtly dances.
But yeah, there's no emotion to it. It's just accurate movement. That's why it's not performance.
That's true.
Honestly, there's a fair reason why Baird wouldn't roll well. I think that makes sense.
I'm doing the worm.
That's the worm. Sue says, "That's a fitting dance for a swamp."
Yep.
Look like a leech.
Yep.
As you continue to dance, you actually see some color return to Sue's hair as well. Like, just a little bit. It's still grey, but like a couple of streaks of color. And she's
Is she
enjoying
orange?
this.
Is she orange?
Oh my god, what's
She's-
happening?
Yes, she is.
Oh, we're all getting.
Very clear.
Everyone
Throwback.
in the room is starting to glow and glitter while we're dancing. Okay,
Oh,
except
my
for Bird.
God.
We're having a disco?
Yeah, no, we're just giving lights. Ambience light. Why?
It's good. Oh,
I don't know. It just asked me to roll.
I'm
Yeah,
okay.
that was a deck save. Yeah, it's going cray-cray.
Okay, only the tavern is giving light. Oh, and Sue.
You hear suddenly footsteps coming down from above. And coming down the stairs, you hear a voice saying,
No!
"Do I hear music?
Wait,
Oh my goodness.
You were at the
It's-
carnival.
you were at the You were at the Silversong Lake.
You didn't Sue, you didn't tell me there was a party happening." And you see Chadders dance into the group and just effortlessly like intermingle and playing their own lute and strumming along. And Sue says, "Oh yes, this is Chadnir, and they've got a room upstairs at the moment." "Yes, I was from the carnival. Pleasure to see you guys again. How you all doing?"
A Baird will bow to the fellow bard in the way that bards do, I guess.
"Pleasure to see you all. How you're keeping well?"
We made it.
Well, I made it as well, just shortly after you. I was like, those guys look like they're about to have a great adventure, so thought I might as well hop in.
What? Mr. Witcher,
Well, I
I
often-
told you how to get there? Here?
Yeah, well, even if they couldn't, I have my own kind of back doors that I stick to.
Is your friend here as well? The one with the harp?
Oh, yes, he's upstairs, but he's resting, carrying around that harp all day. It's actually me in a weird way. It's like, was me? It's a bit of a long story, but Skelly Chad came about when this weird magical surge went off. My skeleton leaped out of my body, and I became like sort of a fleshy bag on the floor. But thankfully, my harp, it can regenerate stuff, so cast that, got a new skeleton. But the old one still stayed, so I enchanted it, made it come alive. But now I have two skeletons. Yeah, and I put a wig on it so that you know it's me.
Wow.
That's a lot. That really.
That's like a...
I don't think I've ever heard like all those words just together like that before. Just said so calmly.
I think I have more questions than from the start.
I've definitely got up to some wild adventures. Just if you do find my harp anywhere, just don't pluck the blue string, okay? Unless you want your skeleton to also jump out. Or
Oh,
worse.
that sounds like...
Or worse.
Wait, which one is the blue one? For people that are colorblind?
I can't really say. They all kind of look the same except for the colors. But
Notice...
it does make an interesting sound. But by then it's too late.
Yeah. Notice, stay away from any harp, ever.
Will do.
Don't pluck a harp. Don't pluck a harp unless it's
No,
unless we
never.
give you the code word.
Okay.
What are we gonna do with two notices?
But there's only one.
Well, there could be two if you pluck a harp.
You told me not to, so I'm not going to.
Perfect.
Very logical.
Hmm.
Is Jack
So,
dancing?
No, Jack's on the side.
no. Hell no.
Can I go
Jack-
over and pick
Jack-
Jack up?
Jack's puking. He's probably like puking up in the corner right now.
Oh,
He's
no.
like doesn't
yeah.
feel well.
A Baerd
hands in the air if you just don't care.
Jack has seen something wrong. There's too much happiness in here.
I'm just motion sick.
Alright, come here, Jack. Me and you, we're gonna dance.
Dance with Jack. There's his like foot on your foot, like it's the little like his hands are in your hands and his feet are on your feet, and you're like dancing.
Yep. I'm gonna
Nope.
Hey,
you're gonna.
Hey.
No, you're more likely to kill me.
Oh no.
Come here.
But Baerd will pull all four of the party members into a.
Jack's gonna escape your grasp.
Is he? He's not.
He's not. Disadvantage. You're slippery.
That doesn't have an effect. I can put. Okay, whatever. You're no fun. No.
Hey!
I still win. Come on, Jack.
He still wins.
All right, take him. I'll start spinning him around in circles. Yo, we'll be doing a jig together.
Let's
go. It's got a chance.
Beautiful.
They come downstairs. I should really just copy this token and then make it this. Anyway, yeah, you guys enjoy a nice little dance off with Jack, who definitely feels a little bit sick afterwards, but you managed to do it at the very least.
Seeing everyone laughing and like joking and like seeing like Garreth like mildly perturbed at Jack being dragged into this. Baerd will almost kind of like suddenly like he can't like hold it back and he will pull everyone into a very like tight like hug.
No.
I will reciprocate.
A glowing fairy-fired hug. You kind of all, as you're all gathered together, it's like your fairy fire is going to merge into one globe of light and just gets brighter and brighter. Even Chad has to shield his eyes.
I stand there like an awkward potato.
Get in here.
How many people reciprocate the hug? I want to know. I want to know
who does not. That's a better question.
Ulric kind of doesn't at first, but then he does almost like a little begrudgingly.
There's going to be slime on Ulric's back and on Notus's back, unfortunately.
Notus is very confused. The mask is just yellow.
I feel like it would be very. I feel like at this point it would be overwhelming. I think Baerd literally just starts like crying a little bit.
Oh.
Can Jack be in the middle?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm being squashed.
Baerd is crying. Like his tears like land on Jack's head.
He's gonna grow bigger.
It's times like this, I just really get the urge to. What the hell? And he goes ahead and plucks the blue string.
Oh no!
No!
Wait.
I can't resist any longer.
A D1.
Excuse me, what?
10,000.
Oh no! 10,000.
Oh yeah.
Not
horrible.
Not the D1000 wild magic table. Oh my god.
Welcome to the chaos that is that.
I hate that I know it. You're rolling.
Yeah. Okay, don't worry. It's on him though. If the caster is wearing a magic ring, he can't sit still until sunrise. Well, that kind of fits. Is he wearing a magic ring? He has a shit ton of magic items.
He starts orange justice.
Is it a magic ring? Also, does the ring need to be on his finger, or can it be on his neck, or in his pocket, or somewhere else?
Yes, to all of that. He's got definitely a ring somewhere. But Chadnir does indeed just dances and can't sit still until night. They're just constantly dancing. They get up on stage, like, get out the way, Eliwick. Let me show you how it's done. And just starts like singing and playing over Eliwick.
It just chatters orange justicing in the distance. There's nothing we can do about
it. That's it. All right. I need something a little bit more fun, a bit more groovy.
Oh yeah, here we go. That's better. Plays a real jazzy tune.
Sounds
Sue
like a
is
canteen.
almost a bit worn out from this. It is. It's like canteen music, definitely.
But yeah,
Sue says, well, this has been a delightful little change of heart in the inn. You haven't brought this. No one's brought this much joy in a long time. Maybe you really will have a chance at changing hither for the better.
Baird is blubbering. It's like the waterworks have been being held back for a long time, and he's just fucking like.
It's like the well.
Yeah.
Whoa,
time.
Is this happiness
I'll
or is
also
this
mention-
sadness?
The Dretch has been sitting there with their arms crossed, looking at you guys with a kind of like a, I don't know, it's a look of jealousy. I'll just say it. It's a clear look of jealousy, like that you guys have all got friends and having a happy time. It's clear that they want that too, but they can't understand anything.
I will walk over. No, never mind. I'm blubbering like an idiot.
Yeah.
I'm not friends with this guy. I'm not bringing him into the dance.
Can someone
No,
point
that's
out? How obvious is it that he is looking at us being jealous? As in, would I notice?
If you feel like you would notice, then yes, you could say that you do. It's not terribly obvious, but you tell me if they would notice.
I mean, we're having a rave right now.
Garreth did ask Notus a question though.
Oh yeah.
Yes, you would notice.
Yeah, I asked Notus, or I whispered to Notus, hey, is Bird crying out of happiness or sadness?
I look at Baird. What color is he? Is he?
It is very much in the realm of like it is like that bittersweet, but it's like the sweet is winning over the bitter like a bit, but it's also like the best way to describe it is like overcoming temporarily something that makes you intensely sad, and it's overwhelming.
Okay, there you go.
Little bit of both. Little bit of both.
Oh,
well, that was
gonna
fun.
move around
Jack?
here then.
Comfort him, please. I'm gonna help the Dretch.
Dretch.
I'm going to head up
Okay.
and take a bath.
Yep.
I'm gonna disengage. Am I still glowing?
A little bit.
A little bit.
That'll come off in a minute.
Whoa, where am I? Whoa.
You're
She
upstairs.
Okay.
She said first door.
Yep, on the left. There you go. You found your bath. Oh wait,
Let's
is it
go.
dark in there?
It is dark in here.
Damn. Okay.
Oh,
Let's see
it's
if I
only
can
a
light it up.
minute. I thought it was way longer.
Let me. Oh yeah, go all the way in. There you go.
Oh, there you go. I'll lock the door. I don't want no one coming in.
All right, yeah, you get soaking in a nice bath. By the way, you didn't realize as you're like undressing and everything, you realize your skin is kind of like really dry and cracked, and you don't know whether that's a side effect of this weird warts, whether it's absorbing all the moisture, but you cannot wait to get in the bath. Like when you soak, you feel all these sores and pains really go away. Like you didn't realize you had this up till now, but yeah, all the kind of joints, they really felt stiff and like hardened, and now the relaxation, you see your skin become much more healthy and less like cracked and dry. So yeah, you absolutely needed that, it felt.
Yeah. Can I try to scrub my hands to get the stickiness off of them?
Try as you might, it seems as though there is just this continuous like excretion from your hands, like a like almost like a frog's flesh, just like constantly, basically, excreting it. It's a mucousy, slippery, sticky at the same time, but it doesn't seem to go away no matter what, no matter how much you scrub.
All right.
No, this is clearly a strong curse. The Dretch, Garreth, you wanted to walk to them, comfort them?
I'm gonna pull into dance as well.
Okay. They seem reciprocative. Receptive, even?
Yeah, receptive.
They seem receptive. But you can tell there's something about them. They feels like they're missing something. But they're not looking in Baerd's direction for it. It's something else. They don't really care about the gem, it doesn't seem like.
There's no way I can actually talk with them.
No, right now.
But
maybe later on you will.
Yeah.
But for now, seems this strange creature is a bit of a mystery. But he joins in nonetheless, and eventually he tires out, and they start to like give a wave and then head back upstairs.
Yeah.
Are things like starting to calm down, like in like the dancing party sense, I presume?
Yeah, I think so. Once Vaike's kind of headed off, it does feel like things have calmed down a bit.
Okay. I guess by this time,
you guys want to head to
fire has worn out.
Yeah,
it has worn out for quite some time now.
No problem. In that case, then you're free to head off back to bed. Sue closes up the kitchen door, locks it as well. I am going to head upstairs as well. Again, you've brought so much joy to this little inn. I'm very grateful you chose to stop by. Good night, all.
Good night.
I'll see you in the twilight. Yeah, good twilight. She should say good twilight.
Yeah, good twilight.
And then see you in the twilight. That's what she says. She kind of gives a little smirk, she says. All right. There you go. You can.
This is always
feel free to.
Twilight.
Chadnir cannot sit still as per the D10,000, so they just continue to try and keep the mood going, even though everyone's clearly like, kind of a bit tired and wanting to head to bed. Chad's like still like plucking the strings.
I feel like between him and Skelly Chad, he's got a party. Like,
yeah, that's true.
They're like dancing at each other, like having the best of times. Like,
you know what? They even create a major illusion of Eliwick again. And they're like, sorry about that. You know what? We can do it. We can do a little
duet.
Trio. Duet. Yeah, duet. I was going to say it's a trio with Skelly Chad. Three's a party. Let's go. And yeah, he continues to strum away. All right. But yeah, if you guys want to head to bed, or up to you if you want to snoop around or something ridiculous. I don't know.
Jack, what was it in the kitchen that you were looking for?
I smelled something tasty. That was all.
Your tasty, our tasty?
My tasty?
Was it a dredge?
Oh, no. Though they do seem to give a certain flavor. Not quite the same. But yeah, you know what? Actually, he does taste a little lonely. I think he longs for his own kind. Makes a good garnish.
Psychopath.
No, this is what he eats. It is literally what he eats. Oh.
That was my dessert, but then you ruined it.
You're welcome. Oh. Okay, let's
They
get
do look
something
over
else.
towards the door though, but yeah. I'm gonna
It's rude
shrug.
to snoop.
Alright, well. Oh, actually, again, Sue does need to come back downstairs for something. Completely forgot.
Oh no. I mean, it's
Garreth.
not like a door can hold us back.
I forgot to put out the fire.
But
But yeah.
Chetnir is still here.
Chadney, go to bed, please. Like, I can't stop. Screw it. We'll take this party back to my room. So,
Here.
I imagine they phase upwards through the floor, like.
they dimension door upwards, yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. Okay, let's just change that back to that music. I like that one. Yeah, so yes, Sue's kind of like
Garreth, as you walk away, as the end is sort of cast in the darkness as the fire is put out, you do feel Baird like he's got the end of your sleeve.
Oh. What's up? Baird? Help.
Has Ulric gone to bed too? Or is Ulric just standing there?
Ulric's just there. He didn't go anywhere. He's just kind of. Yeah.
Ulric, take a bath.
Okay. We'll go upstairs.
I just was curious. You don't have to leave.
the door is locked.
What door?
Oh, Vaike,
the
you'll
bathroom.
probably be finished with your bathroom, right? No,
No, he
No,
he won't. Do you knock on the door?
Won't move.
You like bang on the door.
Oh, sorry. I'll get up. I'll get out. Throw a towel on. Begin to head out with all my stuff. And Ulric, you notice as like Vaike leaves.
Come on, Vaike, don't be a prude. You're a boy. There's nothing Ulric hasn't seen before.
Yeah, but there's other people around. All right, man. You do notice that his hands are bleeding as he leaves.
Oh.
Ooh, rubbed too hard.
Shit. Wait, can I look at the key? Which room am I going to?
We'll get to that in a second.
The
room exploring is quite fun, but yeah, we'll just touch on what Baird was doing real quick. You're on the stairs.
It's basically like Garreth was going to like walk upstairs, and Baird is like grabbed his sleeve almost sheepishly, like he didn't want to force him to stop. It's
What's up?
I can't
You can't what?
if
Speak
this
up.
doesn't matter. I want you to know that you all are important.
For you, sure. But you're important as well for us and other people.
As you say other people, you see like it's almost as if you've said like something that hits like too hard without trying to. As he sort of he sort of like his eyes sort of dodge you as he tries to speak, like unable to find the words. What were you gonna say, Garreth?
No, Garreth was waiting for you to speak up. I mean, really, what is up? You say you're not important. You say we are important. You're important to us. You understand that, right?
He almost like shakes his head, like as if he's like saying no, but part of him won't let him do it. I just wanted to say, in case something happens, that I'm glad we got to meet, Garreth.
Got to... I mean, that happens, right? You meet people.
With that, you actually start to hear a knock at the door suddenly, and Sue's like, "Oh, sorry, gotta get this," and you kind of feel a little bit awkwardly hurried up the stairs, kind of thing. As a
Oh.
Yeah, this conversation will then be suddenly like in the open and amongst a stranger.
Jack, stay down. Let's watch what's going on. What's going in?
Okay. They sit on the stairwell, just poking their head between the struts and the in the staircase. We'll get on to who's at the door in just a moment. We're going to flash back up stairs real quick as people are looking around their rooms. You can feel to open doors. Notice you open up one door and see Chadnir, Skelly Chad, and Eliwick are obviously having a party of themselves. Vaike, you open up this door and a spider crawls out the door. This room is webbed up from head to toe, and there is a sleeping Ettercap on one of the beds.
Snurg! Snurg!
What? How am I to attack? He fires a web in your direction.
Oh no, it's me, Snurg.
It's just like a silly string of like a web. You startled me. Oh.
It's so nice to see a friendly face.
What are you doing here?
We're looking for all the lost things from the carnival, man. What are you doing here?
Oh, this is just a nice little place to stop and rest.
Yeah.
I have relatives here in Shiva.
Is it the guy in the tower?
Oh?
Oh, that's probably really
Elmar?
racist. Oh,
you know that other Ettercap? Were you guys related?
I don't know. No, I don't know Elma.
Well, what's your relative's name? If we run into them, we'll let you know.
Oh, yeah, sure. Let me find his name.
I didn't mean to put you on the spot. I'm sorry.
No. There's Atty, and there's Atty.
Eddie, Ettercap.
Atty the Ettercap, and then there's Copy.
Copycat?
Yeah.
Copycat.
Yeah, they are a bit of a copycat, yes.
You might see them around. I don't know. Although they weren't in the usual place, so I just thought I'd stay here for the night because I don't know. It was all flooded.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe they went up somewhere high.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, very strange.
Well, sorry to interrupt, Snurg. Have a good night, man.
Oh, that's okay. Good twilight. He falls instantly back to sleep, even with the door still open. This room looks to be some sort of like a chapel. There's a almost weird spiritual energy in here that you can feel, but otherwise it's completely empty.
Are the keys numbered?
There are actually numbers on the keys as well, it turns out, but it seems Notus has definitely found their room. Vaike, you see this is an old ancient tree. The bark is almost shaped into like that of a face that's sleeping, and there's a bed underneath the boughs of the tree. It's almost like a little forest scene in here. Yep, that's Garreth.
I think this is my room.
Yep. Night, Garreth.
Again?
Baerd, you find a dungeon with manacles and a chained bed. This looks like a prison cell.
I hate that this fits how Baerd feels as a person. I hate that.
As Baerd walks in, I'll give him like a pat on the back. It's like shove him through the door. Night, Baerd.
You would, as you like touch Baerd, you would feel that he's trembling.
Oh. We've seen worse. I'm guessing this one is mine.
What did your key look like again?
It's
stars.
It's like a rainbow key.
Stars and moons.
Stars and moons.
Oh, yep, that's your key.
This one feels like the carnival, Vaike. In fact, I should have given Notus this one. It looks like you, being the Witchlight Monarch, they know that you deserve the suite. And you've got this beautiful, comfy little caravan. And you can climb up onto it. It's got this cozy bed. Feels really nice. Also, the grass is like soft as velvet. Ulric, even though you said he's going to sleep on the floor, you wouldn't mind sleeping on this as well. It feels plush.
I feel so tired, almost like I have 2 levels of exhaustion. I'm just gonna pass out on the floor.
Climb on. Yeah, sure.
Not even in the carriage. Just probably honestly roll underneath the carriage.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, sleep under it. I'm guessing everyone else saw the Dretcher's room. It's like this demonic summoning circle.
I'm glad that he can feel at home. I'm good. I feel like he's going to become he's going to stay at the end. I feel like he'll be okay.
This fits him just right.
He's like, it feels like home. He's like crying a little bit.
And finally, Ulric, after you finish washing off all the mud. Oh no! Do you wash off your face paint, or is that you're not dunking your head anyway?
No, I wouldn't wash it off. I mean, can it be washed off?
It's grease paint, so it could withstand water.
Oh, okay. There you go then. Yeah, I mean, the actors usually get quite sweaty, and so they're used to having paint kind of wash off with sweat. So they've magically enhanced the paint, so it doesn't do that.
Okay, perfect. I think maybe it's regular kind of I guess combat face paint would wash off, but I guess the clown face paint would stay on.
Sweet. All right then.
I imagine that your combat face paint is basically coal, like a coal paste that you mix in your hand.
It's just dirt.
Good.
It's ashes and dirt.
And then you definitely got to take care of business after you devoured an entire feasting orchard's worth of food.
Just have to.
Business has to be attended to.
Business, and then finally to bed. And you find this room here. It's very cozy looking. The grass, it feels so soft.
Whoa!
It's like this beautiful.
How big is the bed?
Some beds are big enough for 2 people. This one you could top and tail in the caravan, or the carpet is so plush and silky that you could just sleep on the grass. It's lovely.
Like I'm doing.
Yeah, definitely. All right. Looks like everyone's heading to bed. Oh, and finally Notus, Notice you got this refreshingly chill bed. You know when you
turn the pillow over and it's the cool side. It's like that, but everywhere and all over your body. It's a nice chill. You can see there's like a thermostat as well. You can you can adjust the volume, the temperature as well if you want. But otherwise, it is some fresh air, much needed fresh air in this crystal ice cavern. You can finally breathe like clean air. In the stagnant swamp, it was just the muck and mire. But this has got the best air in the room, in the house. So it seems like they chose wisely for you. But yeah, like a mint cool. All right, now as everyone's readied into bed, we'll go to Garreth first, because as you climb into this bed, you kind of begin to fall asleep. You've been quite injured from the day, it seems. Those brigands really did a beating on you. But
no, the
as you're
brigands
nursing,
didn't. It was the
something.
snakes.
Oh, it was the snake. Yeah, that was the one. Snake nearly strangled you to death, right? That's it.
Yeah.
That's even better then for this, because as you're closing your eyes, beginning to rest, you feel just those phantom pains as though something were strangling you again. Just very slowly, though. It's not like instantly. It's like a slow kind of tightening around your chest, and then gets a bit harder to breathe. Every few breaths, they become more and more like pressure around your lungs, and then it kind of almost finally forces you awake before you realize the covers that have tightly wrapped around you are in fact now roots, and they have squeezed tightly, almost like you're being devoured into the bowels of this tree. What do you do?
Please let this be. Am I restrained or just grappled?
Oh yeah, probably grappled and restrained at this rate, being that it's all over your body.
So that means I can't use somatic components?
No, you can. Even when restrained, you can.
Either I want to grab for my axe and try to attack, which is probably not gonna happen, and the alternative would be Eldritch Blast.
As you mention axe, and you're opening your eyes, you're looking around the room, you actually see the eyes of this great old oak tree that forms the structure of this room. They are staring down and looking directly at the axe. And you see one root twisting and coiling around the axe's hilt, almost as in an attempt to either take it away or like snap it. And yeah, and all the while, one root is slowly creeping up towards your neck as well, tightening like a noose. And you can hear the creaking and crunching of this tree the whole time. You speak Sylvan, don't you?
Yep, I do.
Okay, yeah. Yep. It definitely sounds like this, like creaking is some sort of voice. And it is saying,
I bring an axe into my home. Death to the woodsman.
It's not like I've got an axe in the cut a tree in the past couple of years. I only use it on dead trees. Or creatures that attack me. I say silver.
Do you only use it on dead trees? Like, is
We
that
haven't-
truth?
I mean, okay, dead trees or sick trees.
Okay, so give me a persuasion check.
Ooh.
Unless this is a lie, in which case deception.
No, I wouldn't lie.
Okay, persuasion it is then. 16. It slightly loosens its grip, but it's still got its hold on you. But it's no longer like continuing to strangle. And it says, "Sick. Yes, my brethren are sick."
Wait, you want me to cut them down?
No.
Okay.
Sick and tired of being chopped down.
Okay. That's clear. Want me to help them get better?
Get better. You killed them. Stacked their bodies.
I think you're mistaking me for someone else. Are you looking for the person that...
You are the woodsman, are you not?
I am a woodsman. And I live...
It suddenly like lets out a roar as if there's multiple. Like, there's more than one.
But you're looking for the woodsman from hither, right?
We are at war then. But yes, it does seem to confirm, like, absolutely. Like, there's a woodsman in hither. You already know about it. You've heard.
I am not that woodsman. I'm not the woodsman that cut down your brothers here.
It sort of looks at you. I still do not trust you. And that axe is an affront to my presence.
You have a plant familiar.
I mean, okay. First, this is your home, right?
Yes.
You're being rude to your guests. Please, let me loose so I can bring the axe outside.
Okay. It slowly creaks its limbs away from you. It was merely a bedtime hug.
Uh-huh. Thank you. One moment, and I'll bring the axe outside. I'll go to Baird's room, and I knock on the door. Please be okay. Knock, knock.
You knock on the door a couple more times. It doesn't appear there's any response. Yeah, there's no response.
Is the door locked?
No, it is not. You open up the door, and there doesn't appear to be any bed inside. The manacles, though, they're slightly rattling from a breeze that is coming in from an open window. And a poor prison cell to have simply a normal window instead of bars, but yeah, you can see the window is open, and as you look into it, you feel this fleeting thought to find Baird sort of waft outside the window, and well, you can leave your axe here at least. Definitely somewhere safe, but
I'd rather leave him with Baird or someone.
Mm-hmm.
Wait. The window is open, right? I'll look out the window.
Yeah,
Baird, are you outside here?
You lose the urge to look for Baird as you look outside the window. In fact, all you see as you look out is this kind of dark void. It's this blackened expanse. But and as you look down and into this expanse, any thought or feeling sort of goes down and into that void as well. In fact, staring at it longer and longer, it's more uncomfortable. Almost as if you feel your own body kind of falling into it. But I will say that you don't think of Baird in this moment, or for their safety or anything. It just doesn't come to mind. Like anyone else seeing this out of game would be like, "What happened? Where did they go? Maybe they fell out." All of those normal thoughts of rational concern, they don't come to you.
I will leave the axe below the manacles, and I'll return to my room then.
Okay. Yep. Kind of shrug, walk back out.
Okay.
Okay.
I left my axe outside.
You see the little tree's roots are kind of folded, waiting for you to return, and finally when you do, they kind of unfold and they gesture towards the bed.
Lay down. I will not harm you, little woodsman.
Thank you.
However, you know of the others. They must be punished.
Excuse me, what?
The other woodsman.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant my friends.
Do they carry axes?
I mean, one of my friends can't even carry cutlery. I'm pretty sure they can't carry an axe.
Thanks.
You're welcome. No, and my other friends carry swords. Wait, does Ulric does? Fuck.
He's a big stick.
I have a maul, a big hammer.
A big hammer. Okay, cool. No, I'm pretty sure they don't carry axes.
Good. Now, what do you know of the woodsman?
I actually don't know that much about them. Only that it's probably a big fella. Did the Will-O-Wisp told us something about the woodsman, right?
That he's
They did. Yeah.
But I forgot what they told me.
They just said that the trees.
That's kind of it.
Yeah,
You don't really know much, honestly.
I only know there is a woodsman, and they fell a very big tree in the sunken battlegrounds.
That was not in the sunken battlegrounds, but in the tollway, the brigands' tollway. Yeah, and they do say the brigands' tollway is built around the biggest tree in Hither.
No, there was a very big tree stump in the sunken battlegrounds where we not fought the armor.
There was a big tree there as well, but that's.
Yeah. That is the tree that I know that's been cut by the woodsman.
Mm-hmm.
But that's about
They
it.
say
They were a mere sapling compared to the great-grandfather.
Wait, he cut a bigger tree?
Yes. And then turned it into their lair.
Wait. Where did the carousel say my sister was? Inside an ancient tree?
Yeah, that's true. They did. This one seems to be dead and turned into a lair now.
The Herringon. They live in a dying corpse. It is unsavory. Even now, I still feel their agony in the earth, their cries of pain, their roots. They are dying, burning, corrupted.
Is there...
What will you do about it? Why do you come here to hither?
Oh. I came here first of all to look for my sister. Second of all, to find my friend's lost things that were stolen by Lorna. And we're also looking for other people and helping them. And I'm pretty sure helping you or helping the grandfather tree would be something we can do. Most of the stuff seems to...
Imagine.
Oh.
If someone took your sister and chopped them up into tiny pieces, what would you do to them?
I don't know. I sincerely don't know. I'm not sure if I can do anything if that were to happen.
Where is your sister? You know?
I'm not sure. Last time I saw her, she was taken by Sopik. And someone told me she was being held in a tree. She might be around.
There are many trees. But not so much in hither. They're all sinking into the mud. The woodsman has seen to the fair few that are left. This is no forest.
Didn't it used
Is
to
your
be
sister in a forest?
She might have been. I thought she was in a forest, but this place also used to be a forest. Right?
It did. Yes.
But you were asking for my help, right?
You see the tree nods. Shakes.
How do you want me to help? I can look for the grandfather tree. I can look for Agden, the Harengon. You want me to leave the tree, right? But I'm not
The
sure how
tree
to.
is restless. Something burns and corrupts them. Their roots are dying and in agony. End their agony. Vengeance on the woodsman. Justice for my kind. Return to me when this is done. Perhaps I will make you friend of the forest.
I can promise you that I will do my best to help get rid of the corruption.
And in turn, I will help you speak to the trees. They may know where your sister is.
Oh, if you can do that, I am very grateful for that.
It nods again and slowly pulls the bed in closer under the roots. And whilst this has been going on, I know Jack's listening in on a conversation, but is there anything else you guys will be doing as a nightly ritual, like Notus, or do you have a nightly ritual or anything?
You'd probably just go through a few exercises, and then when she settles down, she's kind of like turns the lights off, then turns them back on again. She literally can't sleep without the light on. She can't sleep with the shadows in the room.
Oh, okay. Yeah, absolutely. Oh my god, the light. Where is it? I'm trying to get a hold of it. Oh, I know why it's not working. Can't see through Notus. That's annoying. The stream couldn't see through you. Now it can. That's better. All right. No. Back you back on. Hey, there we go. The stream couldn't see. There you go. You can actually turn the light on and off. You find it is much more comforting with the light on. You don't want to be succumb to the darkness. This feels like a void with the dark. But yeah, this cave is it's quiet. It's icy and calming. That's what it is.
Every so often, I just send a little gust around the room, and it just sort of circles round and comes back, and then.
It's like the equivalent of like throwing a bouncy ball against the wall and catching it.
Essentially,
right?
Yeah.
I like it. It does help circulate the air, and this minty, cool breeze flows through. But otherwise, you're in a nice room. Nothing tries to kill you in the middle of the night. No stalactites fall on you and stab you. So you have a nice little rest. Vaike and Ulric, are you guys talking about anything as you go to sleep, or are you just?
Look, I'm telling you, I totally won that dance competition.
See, I really don't think you did. You're off. You're off.
I was off. You looked like a dead cow out there, man.
And maybe that's what people want to see. I'm just saying. I just don't really think you had it.
Look, all right.
I'll admit. All right, I think you've done better before. I just,
You know,
I don't think
honestly,
you had it tonight.
You're right. It's been a while, Ulric. I'm tired. My hands suck. I've done nothing but get beat up since I've stepped into this goddamn. Where are we? Thither, yonder, wander. I don't even know where we are, man.
We're in Hitter.
Garreth, get out of my ear. I don't have your tooth anymore.
Get out of my head, Garreth.
Yeah,
I mean, it's a lot, but I mean, we got to get your thing back, right? You got to make it so you can hold things again, and you're not all slimy, I guess.
And we got to make it so you can hold on to some money. That way you can, you know, actually save your money and, you know, do something with it.
Yeah, but I mean, it's not the biggest priority, I think.
Well, I mean, if we're going there anyways, I might as well.
Yeah, but I mean, I definitely think being gross all the time is a bit worse than, no offense.
All right.
Bit worse than
broke ass. Okay, I don't want to hear it. All right.
Well, just calm down. I'm just saying. I think you'll just be better off.
Says the wart-covered clown makeup.
Yeah, gross all the time. To be fair, we're both gross all the time.
That's
fair.
I think we'd be
both.
both.
The wart room.
But I mean, do you really, you know, need to, you know, get your thing back?
Yeah, Ulric. You've seen what I'm able to do without it. I got my ass beat by a group of rabbits. A snake almost killed me. I can't climb. I can't pick anything up. I feel as useless as back 8 years ago when I was in that House of Mirrors when I couldn't protect Hannah. I can't. Everything I want to do, I need that sword.
I guess so, but I mean, we've been doing pretty good, right? I mean, in the pit and all, I think we've really made a lot of progress without our things, right? I mean, I don't really think you need a sword to be strong. I'm just saying, I mean, this place is kind of a lot. I mean, I'm strong, but a lot of never fought a giant snake before. Never seen a lot of things here before. I'm just saying, I mean, I kind of just, yeah.
What were we doing in the pit? 8 years. What do we have to show for it? More scars than I can count? Sometimes I can't even remember what I had for breakfast because of how many times I've been knocked out.
I already forgot what I had earlier too.
Yeah.
What, an hour ago?
It's not a sustainable lifestyle, man. We can't just go back to the pit. And what? We're just gonna fight the same way we've been doing for the past 8 years? Are you comfortable with that? Are you okay, content with just going until we get hit one more time and we can't get back up? Don't you want more?
I guess so, but I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm just a bit silly. I guess I'm kind of tired and all.
You're
think
not
I
silly.
just need some rest.
I get what you're saying. Trust me. We are definitely way over our pay grade in this place. If it wasn't for the others, like Garreth and Notus, I don't think we would even be alive right now.
Yeah, I mean, Baird's also saved you from dying like twice or something.
Who's Baird?
What's happening?
Oh, well, with that, conversation sort of drifts off, and you finally find yourselves falling to sleep. And we're going to finally touch in with Jack, because there is something going on downstairs. And, well, let's find him. Where is he? Okay, so immediately Jack smells rotting, decayed flesh. It's not unusual for Jack. I mean, the amount of fertilizer that that Madroth used to use, Madric Rosloff. Yeah, it is kind of a stench that he's not too unfamiliar with, but nonetheless, it is unwelcoming. And Sue kind of steps back momentarily as this shambling creature, humanoid, staggers into the room. It looks exactly like that of a zombie, just decayed flesh, jaw kind of like hanging lopsided. And then oh shit. And then another figure steps in straight afterwards and says,
Oh,
apologies, Sue. I didn't mean to scare you. How are you? Sue just sort of rolls her eyes, begins to walk behind the bar, not even wanting to talk to them, it seems. And you see this individual walk inside the actual inside the inn. They are a heavily robed figure with a bat-like amulet around their neck and a serpentine-like staff. And it's probably a good thing that everyone else is asleep, because someone would definitely recognize this person if they were to lay eyes on them. Yes. So yeah, his face is half hidden behind a hood, though. Jack can't really quite see them, but yeah. Anyway, he steps in and says, Sue Harabax, you make 83 look good. Truly breathtaking. And then
not as breathtaking as your zombie.
Yeah, Sue actually says something similar. He goes, I didn't realize you needed to breathe, Zargash. Which crypt did you come crawling out of this time? Oh, on the contrary. I've made a new home for myself in quite the Alcazar. Oh, and you've come here to, what, boast about it? Of course not. It is your humble sanctuary that conjures my attention, and in fact, you see, I'm looking for someone. Thought by chance they may have taken a cozy refuge here, perhaps. Well, I ain't seen nobody. He kind of wanders over towards the bar, looks across to the rack. Well, given the lack of keys suspended on those hooks behind you, I would argue otherwise, but it's most certainly a false statement given the fact that you've just seen me, after all. I would have to first consider you a person and not a vulture. You take me for a carrion eater. I pride myself as an artist of entropy, I'll have you know. And you see the zombie kind of stagger over and take a seat by the bar. Yeah, anyway, just tell me what you want. What did they look like? So you have seen someone. Yeah, well, I could have been more specific earlier. I ain't seen nobody that's of your concern, let's put it that way. After all, they are still alive. And besides, I don't go giving away my client's personal information.
Not even if that client is in fact an escapee on the run. Well, now how in Prismere am I supposed to know that they're like a fugitive? Well, them being stuck in a cage should be a fairly good tell. And according to my sources, should still be the same one they were locked up in by our gracious freeholder, Avlorna Blightstraw. Sue spits as they say this name, as almost as if trying to get something out of their mouth. Oh, you seem to take issue with our new management. No, just a plum seed stuck in my teeth. Ah, by mistake. But also a urgent coincidence, as my little friend is also plum-colored, as it happens, with wings of fairy and snout of dragon. Well, if I see anyone by that description, I promise on my inn, I'll let you know the very next day. Now, if you have no further... The very next day... Say, how is the inn faring anyway? That spell I taught you, is that still holding up? Or holding it up, I should say. At this, you can see a kind of a bit uncomfortable look on her face. Yes, it's being maintained as you instructed. Good. Well, I recall agreeing that in return you owed me a kind of a favor of some point. Maybe at some undisclosed time. He sort of stares nervously, waiting for a response. I think it's time I cash it in. I'll take a room if it's no trouble. Unfortunately, I believe we're fully booked at the moment. I spy with my vulture's eye. One last key standing by. Oh, would you look at that? You're in luck. Luck, yes. Or maybe it's just fate. And she hands him the key as an awkward forced laughter back and forth. And then to sort of sees him to his room. But Sue, I appreciate you being so dependable. If excuse me, I'll make myself comfortable. Good twilight. Come on. And you see him like with his staff kind of wave, and the zombie begins to follow him upstairs. And Jack, at this point, you see them approaching. I'm guessing Jack like goes and hides somewhere.
He can portal.
You can, yeah. All right. And yeah, he heads over towards the one last unoccupied room, effectively, and says, the mausoleum. A fitting little sanctuary. And you hear the door kind of slam and lock behind. And that's everything you see during the night, through Jack's eyes. And everyone, you get the benefits of a long rest. And Ulric and Vaike, I need you to both roll me Constitution saving throws.
I'm gonna go blind.
And I have advantage, right?
You have advantage.
Okay.
Oh, I'm not blind.
5 or a 15. You're both good. Yeah,
Oh,
it looks like
God.
a good wash and a good. You follow the advice, and that's 7 plus 3 plus 2. It actually mattered that you had a nice big warm meal, because if you hadn't had that advantage, you would have failed. So yeah, it's a good job. That meal really did you the job. Oh man, perfect. All right, you guys wake up feeling refreshed. The wards haven't got worse. They're a little bit uncomfortable and itchy still, but you know you've had the long rest at least. Garreth, you're released from your chamber. The tree kind of eyes you as you walk out.
Remember our agreement.
You can all head out and begin to head downstairs if you like.
Good morning, Garreth. How did you sleep?
Oh wait, one moment. So I respond to the tree. So we go to the tree, the big tree. Remove the lights, and then we return.
Okay.
That is what we agreed on.
Woodsman must answer for his crime.
I'll try to see if I can bring him here. And if not, then he is probably not gonna do anything else.
All right. You seem to agree with this, and Jack heads on out with you.
Yeah. Did you get
There we
some
go.
food from the tree, Jack?
Some food. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's one lonely tree, though.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Knock, knock.
Oh, yeah. Beds looks like they're perhaps already awake or something because they're not in the cell. It's just an empty cell. The window's closed. The bed is made up. It's almost like no one even slept in here at all. Believe it or not. But...
I'll get my axe. It's still there, right?
It is. Your axe
Okay.
is still there. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. You heading downstairs?
Sorry. Vaike said something.
Good morning, Garreth. How did you sleep?
Oh, I made a new friend.
Oh, of course you did. What's up, Notus? How's it going?
Well, wait. What does that mean? Hold on. We're making friends in our rooms now. What's happening? What?
Apparently, there's a very big friendly tree in my room. He isn't too fond of woodsman, by the way. So if you go to room, that's probably room number 8. Don't bring an axe.
I'm gonna look at my hands.
They are slippery.
Yeah.
They're beginning to excrete again.
I
all
won't
over
bring an
again.
axe, that's for sure. What about you, Notus? How'd you sleep?
I slept.
Great. I'll go downstairs.
You just see Sue Harabax is coming down a ladder from a 3rd floor in the inn, and she greets you all.
One.
Yes,
two,
good twilight to you all.
Kettle steam.
You head downstairs. You look across the room, and there does appear to be a Kenku kind of playing on the hurdy-gurdy. Though, as you kind of shout out kettle steam,
No,
they don't seem to react, really. Yeah, it doesn't quite look like them. Kind of looks like a nondescript kind of Kenku, just with a hood. They seem to be minding their own business, though.
Garreth,
Nonetheless,
you can't just call every Kenku the same name, dude. That's racist.
No, I thought it was. Kettle steam is hooded as well. Never mind, I guess.
Sue immediately heads to the kitchen, begins making breakfast for all you guys. And
what's on the breakfast menu again? Oh yeah, there's pancakes with what were the berries again?
oh, you want to see the menu again?
Yeah, it was something.
Kumquat.
Impression berries, that's the one. The comfort with pancakes.
Impression berries.
It's like the crane in it crock omelet.
Oh, can I get the mushrooms again?
Yes, you can have the mushrooms.
Sure thing. Yeah, so you see Snurg's up bright and early as well. He's having nibbles.
Good morning, Snurg.
Morning, Snurg.
Morning. Well, morning. He looks out the window.
Twilight. Okay, good enough.
Doesn't look like your sun's moved.
It hasn't.
Weird. That's strange. Oh well. Yeah, you see him eating his little dragon fruit salad. And it's Kenku, after a while, starts playing a tune. It's a kind of a familiar tune, as it happens. But you guys are probably too busy digging into breakfast to really make notice of it too much. You come and sit up at the big long table
Notus
here.
Has to do with this?
then after a while, they kind of get up, head off upstairs. But you kind of find yourself sort of humming the same sort of tune again and again. Like it's like a tune that's kind of stuck in your head, right?
Do I feel like I'm forgetting anything?
Not particularly, no.
Okay. So good.
And
wasn't I?
Yeah.
I was. Why? What did I leave my room?
So I know we have an important mission, but like I would prefer to not be covered in warts. So I think priority number 1 should be to go find these flowers for me and Ulric.
Oh yeah, we can. Soup knows of these flowers. Maybe they can describe it to us, and we can keep a close eye on it.
I mean, it makes sense. We're in the swamp. She did say that they were in the swamp.
Yeah. And we got the boat, so we should be able to get around fast. Hopefully the water didn't like destroy all the flowers. That would suck.
I mean, if they're swamp flowers, then they're probably resistant to water.
Yes.
Right. What do you think, friend?
You hear kind of squealing, and they've gobbled down their food already. And they come up, pick up their plates, and begin without even being asked this time. Almost they're already in the motions of going to the kitchen, cleaning up. They come back out with beverages. Hand them all to you guys.
Hey, friend, I feel like
we're so grateful for you. Thank you. Oh,
yeah, I feel like you should stay here. Maybe I don't think like out there in the water is like the best place for you.
Oh, if you want, of course, you can join us. If that makes you happy.
They seem to be quite content doing the little chores around the kitchen, and they start lighting up the fire. It's almost as if they've already been kind of very integrated already.
Yeah. Well, there's our good deed for the day.
As you guys are kind of finishing off breakfast, you hear a whistling coming down the stairs, and it's again a similar familiar tune.
Hey, good twilight to you, Bird.
Hey, what's up, Bird? Good morning.
They silently kind of sit down. Well, not silently. They're still singing the tune, and then they sit down on the long table next to you.
Did you sleep well?
Did I sleep well, GM?
You got a long rest, mechanically speaking.
Okay.
As for emotionally, it's been a bit of a rough one. You imagine tossing and turning. You've certainly felt like you were in a prison. Wasn't the most comfortable room. Maybe a better room next time. You'll have to leave a review on Yelp.
So, Bird, we were just talking. We decided we're gonna go look for these flowers for me and Ulric first thing today, and then we're gonna shoot back here, get the ointments ready, and then we'll probably go find this troublemaker, the guy with the scarf, who I will never remember his name.
Oh, Eggnog.
Yeah, and Garreth was talking to some old wise tree. I don't know what that's about.
I never specified who I made friends with, right?
You said that there was a tree in your room.
Oh, no, never mind. Yeah, never mind. But yeah, there's a tree in my room, and he is angry that someone is making house in the elder tree, grandfather tree, and what's it called again?
Tollway.
At the end of the tollway, where Eggnog actually resides. So he wants us to go there. Oh, and he also wants us to take revenge on the woodcutter.
Oh, I'll write all this down on the list.
Okay.
I'm gonna need a second page. Flip it to the backside, maybe.
Flip over the menu.
Yeah, use that. She won't mind.
There's plenty of other menus, yeah. All right. So you guys can decide where you would like to head in. But you've got some things you need to do here and hither. But otherwise,
I mean, we need
got
to
to pick
go
a direction
to
and start going.
Lorna. We need to go to the tollway. Let's go to the tollway for the tree to Agnog.
Well, we'll get Agnog first. He seems like lower on the ladder, so we should go for the henchman first.
Yeah, he will give us an in to Lorna eventually.
But flowers first.
Okay. Flowers first, it seems.
Or how deep is the water?
Do we know how the flowers look and smell and stuff? We don't know the name.
So they will give you a description. Sue says, Eyebright, yes, it's a whitish flower with a yellow, yellowy kind of inside. They have usually about 8 petals, and they grow in the swamps. They kind of look a little bit like, the word, if you looked at them from afar, they might look like a daisy, but their petals are more pronounced. They more like flare out. Imagine like a 4-leaf clover, but white with a yellowy inside.
They're already cute.
I mean, they are cute.
Oh, you actually looked up pictures?
What? No, Baird made a typo. Needs 6 flowers for both Vaike in order to get cute.
Oh, right.
How high up is the inn?
How high up? It is always moving constantly. In fact, that was something you had to get used to whilst you were sleeping. Like the constant jostling around and slight vibrations through the floorboards. Yeah, that was a constant thing throughout the night. But you know what? After a while, it felt a little bit more soothing, like you were being kind of rocked to sleep slightly. But the inn is very high up. Like, I would say, you can see there's another whole floor beneath, right? Like at least like another 10 feet off the ground. And then there's the legs underneath that, which make it another few feet.
I'm just asking if I can dive into the water safely.
Right. You probably could, yeah, with the water being high, yeah.
Yeah, I'll dive into the water.
All right, nice. Jack holds up a little.
No, wait. Before he does that, Vaike, are you sure you want to just jump in the water? Doesn't wetness make the words worse?
Oh, god dang it.
Too late. You felt the urge. Honestly, you would have felt the urge, yeah. And when you woke up, when you had that bath the night previous, that was a much needed bath. And now in the morning, again, your skin feels ever so slightly dry after like laying in a dry bed for like 8 hours, right? And yeah, you cannot wait to dive into the water, and it feels relaxing and relieves some itchiness and uncomfortableness. So yeah, warts or not, that it certainly feels better.
Yep. And then I'll make sure I just dry off really well when I get onto the boat.
Yeah.
I'll wait for everyone to. I'll wait for everyone to get on, and then I'll shake like a dog.
Oh no.
I'll shake all the water off so it gets all over you
guys. Sue you see her letting out some fishing lines in the morning out of one window on the top floor. And then she gives a little wave from the window up here. Says, good luck finding the Eyebrights, and Well, you already know how to find me, so I'll look forward to seeing you again.
Is it easier to find the inn now that we know we've seen it?
Now
once?
it's on the map now.
Now that
so
you kind of
backtrack.
You can. Well, it's always moving. It might move around, but yeah, it's going to be easier to find the inn again, thanks to Ulric's labyrinth recall.
Yeah.
The goat.
Moo.
I will note, as like everyone like first noticed Baird, I imagine that Notus would see for a moment that like Baird's emotion is this like it is the most like defeated Baird has looked in a long time. Before like it goes back to what you would normally expect as soon as everyone like starts talking.
Well, so this is a swamp.
Yep.
This is a swamp. So
I mean, technically they're all swamp, right? The entire area is a swamp.
It is. The whole of Hither is a swamp. Yeah.
A swamp.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like
we could finish the line across and go right here.
Can I?
Or just looking for flowers now.
It would be faster.
Smell if I can find a flowery area.
Smell a flowery area.
Or a sweeter area, a sweet direction. That is not me.
You can roll a survival check. Though, one person who definitely has a good sense with air is probably also Notus. They can. Oh, you've got a high perception actually. Yeah, Notus has got proficiency in perception as well. A 19. Trying to smell past the stagnant water, a little bit of a challenge in of itself, but you can smell there is some really foul-smelling water in this direction. Less so in this direction, less so in this direction. There isn't a flowery smell coming from this way, but there's more like kind of a smoky smell coming from this direction.
Smoky.
Yeah, like cooking as well. Like you can smell some cooking coming from here. Maybe. It's a bit hard to pinpoint exactly, but I can tell you definitely probably not this direction. This is like the worst smell.
Either this or this is probably where we want to go.
I mean, those are maybe those are places where we might find stuff, but if we go to that direction, we might find someone that actually has seen them. So there's three ways.
I will remind Garreth about the Red Cap cafeteria that we may run into.
Okay, let's go that away.
All right, Garreth, I trust you with my life.
This way?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alrighty. I'll move you over then. You begin to sail through the swamp.
Is our friend coming with us?
Oh, no, get back
he
there.
stays at the end.
Yeah,
they are actually staying, yeah. They also give a little wave from the window as well. But yeah, no, it's just you guys continuing on. So, let's have a look. Alright. There's a potential you run into a few things. So, we'll have a little roll for it.
Wait, is this the... No, it's another token.
Okay. We shall roll on a table.
Is it a D8?
It is. Yeah. So
those are the best.
Let's have Notus. Can you roll me a D8 for me, please?
Come on, Notus. Our lives depend on this.
A 6. Okay. Yep. Actually expected that. Cool. All right. Nice. Go to this map then. Mm-hmm. Yep, this one. Okay, so chugging along on your little raft, bring you guys out. Should be, yep, perfect. You're still here. You come into a swampy little lake area. You see in the center of this lake there is another well. Yes, there is. This one is not gushing out, but it doesn't look like it's empty either. It's kind of full. It's just it is over. If by normal well standards, this well is like overflowing, but it's not like spilling out over the top. There is a bunch of different mushrooms and flora you can see around the place. This could be a place to actually start foraging and looking around for potential flowers. So yeah, anyone who would like to look around, you can maybe give me a check, like either a survival. It's going to be mostly survival, but you can also use nature to sort of determine. Oh, is that safe? Is this? Does that do you recognize that kind of thing? So either one.
Is it
I will mimic
the
description of the flower, so we don't.
Do they both have the same results?
Yeah, you're helping find these eyebrights ultimately.
Make a survival check. 10.
I will also be reciting the exact descriptions of the flower we're looking for, since we know exactly what we're looking for, because I can mimic it. So my own check is not that good though.
No one's checks are good. Damn. Wow. Is there anyone left?
Already.
Oh yeah.
Let's go.
Hey, let's go.
Ulric.
Oh, that's Notus. Let's
Ulric
go, Notus.
Nope.
You know.
Come on, Ulric. Oh, this one nice. We got the same thing.
-3.
All right.
If I will ask, if I give Notus a bardic inspiration, will that make a significant change? Possibly.
Significant change. No, 16 is a success.
Okay. It was just good to ask, because maybe 20 was what we need.
Mm-hmm. On who got the lowest? Barrett?
Okay. Was it Barrett? Oh, it was.
Okay, so you definitely find what you think looks like them. She certainly has a similar shape and color. I don't know how Notus is finding them when they're colorblind as well. That's kind of funny. But then they are white, I guess. So Notus, you more like... Oh, wait, no. It is Notus, yeah. You're more perhaps going by the scent, perhaps.
Yeah.
But, Baird, you find some peculiar-looking mushrooms instead. These definitely aren't what you're looking for, but they are interesting, kind of pale, speckled little things. And there seems to be a whole family of fireflies all buzzing around them, trying to get closer.
My token stuff is being weird. I don't know what's going on.
Mike is because I moved you at the same time. It's all good though. Are they laughing caps? Maybe. Not sure. As you get closer, you see nestled underneath the caps, there's another set of mushrooms as well. These look like white, like gummy-looking, peculiar mushrooms, and there's these red growths coming out of them as well. They look like blobs of blood that are kind of being excreted by the mushroom. Yeah, you have no idea what they could be, but they look all kinds of nasty.
I'll back away from those mushrooms.
Okay.
We're not here to gather mushrooms. We're here to find flowers.
Indeed. Let's have a look.
Wait, on a scale of 1 to 10, How funny do these mushrooms look?
Funny? They don't look funny to you. In fact, they make you feel a little uncomfortable just looking at them. You actually kind of feel like a twitch in your mouth as you're looking at them. It's hard for Baerd. I was going to say for this, I had to stop myself because Baerd has a beak. But for you, Garreth, you feel like this twitching is coming from your gums. It feels all kinds of like uncomfortable.
Yeah, I have neither gums nor nor lips.
Nor teeth. Nope.
I actually do have teeth.
And then
Look at my art.
Oh, really? That's
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Baerd has kind of got some cockatrice energy.
Okay.
A little bit, but not much. It's just a little bit of like.
Interesting. Well, Baerd, you don't feel anything other than these just look weird. Garreth, it's you are shown them, or you kind of you wander over, perhaps curious.
Yeah, I'm curious.
You actually, after a moment or two staring at them, you taste blood in your mouth.
Oh. No. Ew. Let's leave those alone. You're welcome.
Yeah, it's awful. Okay, so you get away from them. That's fair.
Yeah.
We get away from
like
the
feel
bleeding
around?
fungus.
Yeah, you feel around in your gum. You definitely can actually see little specks of blood on your finger. Yeah, they're nasty. Anyway, Notus, you actually absolutely do find what you're looking for. And by the way, if you're curious as to what the hell I'm describing, it actually exists in real life as well. This stuff.
Yeah, bleeding fungus. Those actually are like hard resin, like drops that are bitter beyond a point of it will make you vomit immediately.
Yep. You don't want to eat that stuff.
Anyway,
that's what you find. Oh, good. Okay, well, good luck
Don't
if you
do.
do. Because that'll be a check to see if you can handle them. Notice though, you can roll me a D4 as it looks like you've sniffed out exactly what you're looking for. It has exactly the same shape that Baerd was describing. And Notus found 4 of them, of all things, which is really good luck. So you can begin to harvest them if you wish.
Yeah.
Does anyone have herbalism's kit out of interest?
No.
No, but
okay.
No.
Yeah.
We're,
so you
we're
would definitely
not...
need to take them back to Sue at some point. Okay, cool.
You said you found 4 of them, Notus?
You need a sickle?
I mean, I've probably got some, like, scissors, like, needle crafting.
Uh-huh. Okay.
But it depends on where, if we've got to take them from the root.
Didn't Sue say that they only need the petals? Or the flower?
We should bring the whole thing just in case.
Yeah, I'll bring the whole thing just in case. And leave something...
I mean, if you leave the roots, a new flower can grow. Or a new plant can grow.
I'll leave my thorn.
Okay. You can do that if you want. Vaike, as everyone's like gathering around and like beginning to bend down and harvest these. There's a sort of sound in the distance. You can hear like a sloshing sound. There's something moving towards you. It's hard to see through the kind of mist. And they're coming into view. They seem to be on stilts as they're plodding through the swamp. And there's a few of them. About 6 of these things are heading towards you. They are cloaked and holding baskets as well.
Hobgoblin.
Yep.
You can just about see underneath. There is some red skin and an expression on their faces. They are hobgoblins.
I'll greet them. What's up, guys?
Okay.
How's it going?
They look towards you in your direction, and you see that they are carrying baskets full of like eggs on their back. Here you go. You can see these stilt walkers. And as they go, they kind of bend down and seem to be plucking, also like foraging and extracting things from the marsh.
You guys wouldn't happen to have any flower that I forgot the name of?
Eyebrights.
Lightbright?
Eyebrights.
Nightbright? You guys wouldn't happen to have. You guys wouldn't happen to have any eyebright flowers, would you?
Baird and Garreth yelling across the pond.
It is eyebrights.
They approach you as the mist veil sort of parts, and the grass is parted with like clusters of cattails. And
do they look like hunter-gatherers? Like they're like this? They're doing this for food?
Yeah, energy? They absolutely look like they're. Yeah, they are. They're rustling around in vegetation and gathering these supplies by the looks.
Okay.
They're wearing patchwork rags and furs.
Or are they like leaving some things? Like, are they taking like everything?
They're not really leaving things back in their wake. No, they are taking things. They don't look violent though, or hostile necessarily.
Baird will call out to them like, if you don't want the Feywild to react badly, you may want to be leaving things behind. There are rules. It will come back to bite you.
They all kind of walk up to both Vaike and Baird, and they seem to silently regard you for a moment.
I'll say it in Sylvan if I need to.
I'll shout across Bard.
Common.
These guys live here. I think they know what they're doing.
Oh, really?
What would you like it if someone came into your plane of existence and was like, oh, we don't, and started telling you what to do?
It seems this place is out of whack with the rules in general. It may be warrant me reminding be occurred.
They speak finally and say, I think they can speak common, but you spoke to them in Sylvan, didn't you, at first?
Sylvan, I Sylvan and common, just to make sure I can communicate.
They reply in common then, and you're calling out the rule of reciprocity or a rule of ownership,
ownership.
Yeah,
ownership, right?
Our ownership would be like don't steal, which is also fair.
Yeah.
I'll just remind all the rules. Like I label them off to make sure that they all matter. They're all equally as important.
I think this does come under more like ownership. But anyway, they do say a reply in common. They finally say, the swamps are in our debt.
Did you fight in the war?
They nod and they say, we built much of the places here.
I see.
They continue to gather eggs.
Is there anything we can do to help you and this place? You seem spooky, but honestly, I don't think I'm that spooked by them. I'm like, okay, fair enough.
They say, no one can help this place.
Okay, so about the eyebrights, can we like make a trade if you guys got any? I don't know if you noticed, but I got kind of covered in warts. Yeah.
You're primarily gathering eggs. Betrayed and downfall. As for eyebrights, They look amongst themselves. One of them does approach you and says, I have eyebrights.
You just need 2.
You have for trade?
Well, I got a couple things. I'll open up my backpack. I'll pull out a hammer, a crowbar.
They're gonna shake their head.
I'll pull
we
out.
We have tools aplenty.
What is something you're interested in? Give me an idea.
They look amongst themselves. In Downfall, they trade in leathers, and they have better food.
If leathers is what you want, I'll pull out my wrestling outfit.
Wow.
Ooh.
The coolest leathers he's ever
seen. Costume clothes.
Yeah, it's like
the coolest leathers, for sure.
It's like a leather vest.
And nearly like
and leather pants, full leather wrestling fit.
He kind of stumbles a bit on his stilts as he looks at the.
They're like dyed and.
It has the Crimson Fist in etching on the back.
Cool leather.
Oh no!
We can get a replacement.
Some fine drip.
Thanks, man. Takes one to know one. Now, judging by your
to read the eyebrights.
Yeah, judging by your reaction, friend, it seems like I might have something that's a little bit more valuable than what you're giving me. You didn't quite hold your cards. You didn't have quite the best poker face. So you got anything else you want to sweeten this deal with?
We can tell you the location of Downfall.
Yeah, that works for me.
He nods and says,
I'll hand over my costume.
Very well.
So we got the eyebrows.
They hand over the remaining eyebrights that you need.
Yeah.
Does he immediately put the jacket on and it's like the jacket?
He actually hands you. He had 3, so he hands you all of them. But you needed Notus's ones combined anyway.
Yeah.
So there is an exchange of outfits. He definitely thinks about getting them on right now in the mud, but he puts them up to him, right? Judges the size. They are medium-sized humanoids, so it works. They absolutely can fit. They say, these are going to look.
You have to name this guy now. This guy. What's this guy's name?
Oh yeah.
Just
the Crimson Fist, of course.
The Crimson Fist.
Just wherever you wear those, if people ask who's the Crimson Fist, tell them.
I will tell them the red-skinned hobgoblin of the swamps.
Yep.
It's a fair. They're both the Crimson Fist with accurate representation.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Crimson Fists now.
Vake's gonna introduce himself as the Crimson Fist, and everyone's gonna be like, "No, that's the hobgoblin. That's the other guy. You're not. You're just like a fan."
The Crimson Fist and the Crimson Fist 2 Electric Boogaloo.
Carry on.
That's so good.
Carry on the name, my friend. Hopefully, it gets you as much glory as it got me.
Impressive. And of course, the location of Downfall is, how to say it, where the visions of the stream once flowed. Follow their path back, the way they came. They will lead you to Downfall. And he does gesture. As he says this, almost on command, you see a slight oil slick rippling across the waters and they're heading in this direction. Okay, so they go from top left to bottom right, and then he points the way they came. They flow down from downfall. Follow them upstream.
Thank you. I hope you guys stay safe out here.
We shall.
Baird will call out and say,
We're grateful
should you
for
need
your
assistance against the covens, you only need to find us.
They don't need assistance. They got the Crimson Fist with them.
They nod and yeah, with that, I think they begin wandering off again silently. Not much for goodbyes. They just sort of nod and continue on their way back into the mists.
They're blue collar workers. We understand.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
So we're immediately going back to the inn to get herbalism stuff made.
We're here. There's an well that needs unclogging.
This one isn't clogged.
Oh, this one's not clogged?
No, if it were clogged, then we would be able to enter it without getting wet. Right?
Mr. DM, is this one clogged?
Well, it's hard to tell whether it's clogged or not. You would say that if you saw a normal well, it would be way too high of a well. You would imagine this would be clogged. Thing is, though, you've gathered from the information in Elmer's tower that to unclog a well, you would need the decanter of endless water.
Yeah, okay. So we would need to use the decanter, and that would get us the ability to use it to travel.
Right. Although you could ask Elmer. Some of them you could try and use to travel. You don't need the endless decanter to travel with them, but you could go down and hold your breath and try to go down. Basically, what happened was you saw the previous well. It had a tunnel, right? And that tunnel led somewhere and was destroyed. That was probably the bogwort, but that tunnel must have led to the other place. So that well doesn't function anymore. This one does seem to be functioning, but you would need someone who could hold their breath for a very long time to see if they could figure out if it does go somewhere.
Which we do have.
Yeah, you do.
Oh no, we actually do have.
Yes. And they have dark vision.
They have dark vision. I don't want to put Notus down a well alone.
We can tie a rope to them.
No.
And then tie it to me, and then I can run really fast.
Perhaps we should focus on what's priority right now.
You're right,
we can
Notus.
come back to the well.
You're right. Let's get back. Let's get back to the inn.
I will make this side note. I just thought about the fact that we can put the raft in the portable hole whenever we're not using it.
Hey, that's a good shout, actually. When you need to go onto land or whatever.
Yeah.
Sure.
We don't have to leave it anywhere.
Okay.
Chris?
Portable parking spot.
Yep.
Does Find Familiar also use the materials for me?
If you're casting it, yes. I think so. If you're recasting it.
I seem to notice...
Unless it says it doesn't.
That it doesn't. But I also seem to notice that I have less monetary value in my sheets than I used to have. Again.
Oh. Yes.
Which means
you look through your belongings.
It's getting harder to get the materials I need to get Jack back.
And you're absolutely right, Garreth. As you go through your belongings, just checking things out, there does appear to be less gold than what you remember in your possession.
Why is my
where it could have gone.
pouch
Who has it?
empty?
You're not sure. Are you okay? Yeah, everyone hears this.
What? Yeah.
You see Garreth does his pouch and like turns it inside out, and a single gold coin and a single silver coin drops out.
Baird will look sort of calmly and like go, well, we know that Vaike's curse got worse. That or April.
April didn't take it. Right? I had 3 coins before we went to the mirror, I believe. Oh wait, April left after we left the mirror.
Baird will look at Vaike and say, Ulric loses money, right?
Yep. Well, that's being sin right here. Yeah.
I don't lose other people's money unless they give it to me.
In the past.
It's only if it's on a person.
I will ask Ulric if we can look in his pack to see if maybe it's somehow made its way into his pack, even if he isn't the one doing it.
Sure.
Ooh. Okay, yeah, you oblige. Empty your backpack, your pouch. You have no gold on you whatsoever, not even a single copper to your name, Ulric.
Not even a fly in my pouch. Nothing.
Oh.
Well, if it could be that because Ulric has none, it's affecting us.
I reach over and I just put a button in there so that there's something in there.
Oh.
I hope I don't lose this.
Does anyone else still have money?
I'll reach for the 7 gold coins that should be in my pouch. Are they there?
How many have you got on your sheet?
7.
Were you supposed to have more?
Not anymore.
Are you sure about that?
It says 7 gold on my sheet. I hope so.
Okay. Well, give me an intelligence check.
Oh no!
I think mine's dropped. I think.
I'm
pretty sure I had 6 and it says 4.
Baird will look at his stuff and go,
Yep, all 7 gold that you have ever owned is in that pouch. Yes.
I have my
as
money.
you recall perfectly.
Baird will go, well, I had like 5 gold after I bought the tickets for me and Ulric to do more things, and Jack, and it's gone.
I don't know what. Don't look at me, guys. My money's intact.
I'm not accusing any of you of being thieves.
I say we check the pumpkin. He's got sticky fingers.
You saw me puking up yesterday. Any coins in me would have been puked out as well.
If you're innocent, then let me shake you.
Let me shake you, child.
Even if he did, I will not let you shake him.
No, it's fine, Garreth. If he really wants to get at the bottom of this, go ahead.
Okay,
shake me.
I'll pick him up by the legs. I'll dangle him upside down and shake him.
Just remember, I get motion sick.
As you're shaking and holding him upside down, he definitely like pukes a little bit onto you, and that sticky oil gets all over your hands again.
That's fine. That's what I wanted. But no coins coming out of him. There's no coins.
No,
Jack, I'm disappointed in you.
Well,
why the sticky oil?
Because secretly Jack actually likes Vaike, but out of person. In game, he's like, damn, I should have used the slippery.
I'll send him back down.
Good boy.
You're clean. You're good for now, Jack. You know what? What if the little demon stole him?
Baird will like raise an eyebrow and go,
they know the rules. They couldn't.
The demon with no pockets? Where would you hide them?
He could eat them. Who knows? I don't know what demons do.
Oh.
You never did actually add the magic, the gemstone to my sheet as well.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, we'll put that on there.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem like money's really necessary here.
That's
just a thought.
Baird will like chirp and go, that is convenient.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It would seem that stealing money is quite not exactly the most helpful thing here. Or the worst curse.
Out of curiosity, does anyone have some sort of incense on them?
Do I look like a priest?
No.
Oh,
I have a candle.
there's your answer.
Sue definitely would have had that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Like, she looked like she had magic about her when she identified your skull.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's possible she has kind of reagents.
We can stop by the inn without like passing too much time. So
yeah,
we can head back there.
To get our
Notus, would you mind holding my coins for the time being?
Okay.
It's like only these two. 1 gold, 1 silver.
It's 1 gold, 1 silver.
Because if we are being affected by the curse, then it would be 1 coin per person.
So if one
or
person
1 coin that's on each person. So if we stack all our money with 1 person, then maybe it burns slower.
At that rate, we should just have Ulric hold the ball.
Well, I've had Ulric hold my money for the past 8 years, and he said he was going to hit it big. He never did, so I don't know if that's the best idea.
Did not hit it big. Not even once.
Not once.
Baird will place a single silver coin in Ulric's hand.
Oh.
It immediately gets up and runs away.
The coin just disintegrates. It's just
it grows legs and just runs away.
It disintegrates.
You place it in the palm and it just rolls off and drops in the mud, and no one's gonna see it ever again.
What do you do with it, Ulric?
I'll like I want to see what happens. Then my palm is like, if I just like squeeze it really hard, like what happens to it? Does it like go away?
It doesn't go away. No, it doesn't seem to like go into your skin or anything like that. But no, it is in your palm for the time being. What do you do next with it?
I'll put it in my pouch.
In your pouch, you hear a you put it in your pouch and you hear a as if it landed in water.
See?
It's getting worse. Like your thing.
Hey.
You look inside the pouch again, the coin's gone, and you see there's just a small enough little hole in the bottom of your pouch that a coin would have slipped through. And yeah, you look at the bottle, you look at the lake, and there is a little bit of a ripple coming from it.
Oh no!
Hey,
wait, is the button still in there? Or the button also?
The button is there.
The button is there, actually. Yes.
Well.
Ulric, give me that here.
Whatever.
I'm gonna spend a minute and just sew it closed, and I want to sew the button inside it.
Oh, that's cute. All right, yes, you can do that.
Now it will never be empty. There you go.
Whenever Baird says it's getting worse, he says this in kind of an exasperated way of like almost like exhausted. Beyond just Vaike and Ulric situation.
Hey, at least Garreth can't lose his sister twice.
Oh, that's gonna sting. Ouch.
Hey, Jack, it was just a joke, man. You don't gotta like make it like personal.
Oh, you're gonna get him back for that, Garreth.
He's totally making it personal.
Trying to instigate.
When Vaike makes that remark, you see Garreth paralyzed and thinks back to what the tree said last night.
Mm-hmm.
He has become completely unresponsive right now.
Well, let's get him on the boat and let's go to the inn.
Baird will walk over to Garreth and hug him.
Oh.
And he'll just softly go, "We'll find her."
We will shortcut you back to the inn. It seems as though Ulric takes a different waterway. You trust Ulric at this point to kind of know the way back. And yeah, he finds a different stream. Not the one you took to get here, but one that goes off an angle. And in fact, this one actually intercepts the inn because they were moving the whole time you were gathering. And so it actually intercepts the inn before they've just moved on. So yeah, you can find Sue Harrowbacks. The Dretch is, cleaning up all the tables. And
does he look like he's having a good time? Like he's got a little uniform on now? Like...
Yeah, totally. Yeah, he's got a pin, but he's got like badge. He's got some, what do you call it? Like the badges and stuff.
Did she figure out and his name, like how to say it in like common? Like, is it written there? I presume she's figured out how to like communicate in the meantime.
It actually says jealousy on it.
Oh. I will. Baird will walk over to him and say, "It's quite good to see you well, jealousy," and like pat him on the head.
Lets out a series of squeaks and snores.
And
goes back about cleaning.
I'll place one of my few silvers in his hand and say, "A tip for working hard."
They look at the silver, a little bit confused as to what to do with it, but they kind of head over towards the bar, and they put it inside a little like can.
Yeah.
For it's like a tip jar.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm just playing it as Baird is trying to give him something to like the thing
is it called flair?
The thing that he wants and like things that he can work for things he wants in a manner of speaking, if that makes sense. Yeah. That's the vibe Baird is trying to give.
Is it called flair? The people they wear in like cafeterias and stuff.
Flair?
Like all these extra badges and stuff. I know it's a thing in America.
It's just I don't know.
I don't like wear I don't understand what you're trying to refer to.
Oh, never mind. Don't worry about it.
It's like a name badge.
Yeah, it's a name badge, but I'm sure in like cafes, some people wear like extra stuff. Like it's called flair or something. If you ever worked in,
people put it on lanyards and things. It's just I don't think we.
That's
call
right.
it
Yeah, I'm sure it's
flair
something, but don't worry about it. It's
doing something extra.
Yeah, it's that. Sue says, "Did you get the eye brights?"
Yes,
quite.
You were quicker than I imagined. Very resourceful, it seems.
Yeah.
Got some assistance.
Notus. Can I have the eye brights? Because you found 4, right?
Yeah.
All right. And then I'll give her 6, and then the 7th one I will also hand to her and be like, "This one is for you."
Oh. An extra. Please, follow me if you would like. Notice. Or anyone rather. Just anyone who's kind of like
me
wants to come see. What I mean was like anyone who's handing them to her. She's gonna head upstairs, and she's gonna go to her own little work table.
Where is that?
On the ladder. If you drag your token onto the ladder.
I didn't see her go that way.
There you go.
Whoa, an owlbear. A unicorn.
Everyone, you can head up to this little ladder here. That's it. On the top floor, you see she's got a little washing basin, her fishing rod, and a little work table. She's got her like dirty washing lining, but she seems to trust you guys enough, and she mixes up the ingredients. Uses a mortar and pestle, and yes, there's a big stuffed owlbear in the corner.
Oh. Is it like a taxidermy?
Is it wearing a pendant?
It appears though. You double check for the pendant? It isn't wearing one.
Oh, thank God.
Okay.
Thankfully.
Oh my God.
In fact,
stop breathing.
I was gonna fight it. If that was Juniper, I was gonna fight it.
Oh, we were about to...
No more goodwill.
It was me all along.
No,
No,
she
she is not an
we're all
evil.
like looking at it, and we like all like stop breathing as we look for it.
You look around, and she can see your aghast expressions, and she's like, "Oh, don't worry, it's not real. Nor did I decapitate a unicorn. No, these are made from feathers I found in the swamp.
Are they real? Can I look?
Yeah, they aren't owl feathers. As you look closely, they look more like feathers from all other kinds of birds and creatures.
Like harpies.
The fur. Yeah, exactly. The fur is kind of actually a fuzzy moss, like a brown moss that she's used. The eyes are little marbles. The beak is a what's it called? Like plastic, like a paper mache. That's it. And the head, the unicorn horn is also all paper mache. And there's nothing in the cage either. Sorry?
Not carved rock.
No, not carved rock. Sadly, she's not a wood carver. She's a wood carver and not a mason. But she's busy making up this concoction, this ointment. When you do notice, Garreth, there are a bunch of incense sticks in the corner out of this vase. And you can ask her for it if you like.
Oh, I like the incense. Is there some way I can trade you for some?
Yes, I suppose that would be all right. Do you have anything to trade?
Well, I guess this would be the point where I could offer the sprig of rosemary.
Ah, yes, perfect. I will happily give you some of my incense. She gets up and wanders over. She pulls 3 sticks of incense out and then hands them back to you, Garreth. So you've got 3 lots of summoning back Jack.
3 charges?
Yep. 3 charges.
Baird will...
All good things come in 3s.
Okay, I will delete the rosemary.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if I do this stick of incense.
Could you hand me that mortar and pestle over there?
Yeah, Baird will go grab it.
Perfect. All right. She finally mixes together this ointment, and she looks at the 2 of you and says, "Okay, now we're going to be applying this around your eyes. Okay, don't waste it on the warts themselves. We know where the warts are trying to reach. This will just simply ward them away."
Ward the warts.
I've also got some little... Yes, exactly. I've also got some eye drops for you as well, just to make sure.
Yep.
They stay clean and healthy. Once per day, okay?
Yeah. Oh, can we do it now?
Yes, you can. I'll show you how. And tilts your head back without touching you, and she drops the eye drops into your eyes for you, Vaike, because you can't hold the bottle without dropping it. But Vaike, Ulric, after showing how Vaike's gone and done it, she hands you the bottle, and you can do them yourself.
You see Baird off to the side, like mimicking her movements, like trying to like memorize it like very quickly.
Yeah, if you ever need to learn how to use herbalism tools, you can definitely manage that now. She says, "All right, now don't forget to take it the next day and the day after. After that, the ward should have worn away, and you'll be good as new."
Baird will speak up and say, "Miss Sue, your assistance as an innkeeper and a herbalist is quite great. Is there anyone pressing you? Anyone we can help you deal with that might be causing you problems?
There is, unfortunately. I must also adhere to the rule of hospitality. I cannot ask you to do anything against them. Not here. Not on this premise.
Well, why
Are you
not tell
referring
us?
to the gentleman that came after us?
You heard him. Yes. His name is Zargash. He is part of a horrid league of other individuals. They're known as the League of Malevolence. And according to him, it says he's got a new place here. I worried that he's now going to be a permanent resident in Prismere. Of course,
The
I don't
League
know
of
where,
Mallet.
but Malevolence.
Malevolence. That was
It's a
the
ridiculous name.
That was the group that Vaike and Ulric fought in the Flaming Fist, right? He was part of that group.
Wait, who?
Oh, War Duke was part of that group?
Was he?
I think so.
Oh.
Whoa.
Holy shit.
Oh my god.
Back in the Haymaker.
Back in the Haymaker.
As such.
If you, I think he was.
I'm
If
going
as a
Bob.
GM you will allow, if you as a GM you agree, Baird will say that out loud that the War Duke was part of them.
Sure. Yeah. No, that's revealed. You know of the others.
Shit.
Yes.
Baird. You know
I
of
suppose
you knew
War Duke is
of
the
the
most infamous
fights
of them all.
with Vaike and Ulric and that other dudes?
I make bets from time to time.
You should have mentioned that you knew them. That you've seen their fights.
I said they were good performers, didn't I?
Yeah, we're pretty
didn't.
famous.
They are not famous. Looks at camera.
It's hard to get into this part of the sea, you know what I'm saying? It's like back on the other continent, we're kind of big deal.
Yes, well, this War Duke is very infamous as well, and Zargash is sort of their necromancer of the lot. Raises undead. I've been seeing him around the swamps. He stopped in once before. He knows many deathly spells, so I'd be warned if I were you.
Bed will nod and say, well, considering we already have a predisposition about the group, you've not asked us anything, and you maintain the rule of hospitality.
Yeah, so
I can tell you that he's up to no good. If you see him, and it's not anywhere near my inn, he's fair game.
Oh yeah.
Be warned, he is dangerous.
He's got a fist coming to the face, for sure.
Oh.
Which one? The slippery
I
one?
look forward
or the
to hearing
one?
about it.
Baird will bow.
The crimson one.
Baird will bow and say, the well-being of the good people of Prismere are important to us.
He smiles. You fill me with hope. Change is coming to hither.
Yep.
All right. With that, she steps back up and heads back over to the old hatch. You're free to leave if you guys wish and head back out. But, yeah, you got your ointments.
The clothesline. That's dirty.
Oh yeah, it's just drying off. But yeah, you see some muddy stains here and there.
I'll clean some.
Ah, that's a handy spell.
You're welcome.
All right, couldn't get those stains out for the life of me. All right, with that, we'll say you guys head back out to
Hey,
Heather.
next time we want to stay here, how about I clean more of your clothes as payment for another night's rest?
We can do chores and things. I'm sure.
Oh,
Yeah, I have a little helper now.
Does our
But he's only cooking, right? Right?
He's cleaning as well, technically.
Oh,
He cleaned up all the dishes.
if we come back, like let's say we go out there, we kick some
Not
ass,
when
and
we
we
come
come
back.
out when we come back, you know, self-confidence and all that. Do we gotta pay again? Because I'm not even gonna lie, like ever since I got into the Feywild, I've been giving out trinkets left, right, and center, and I'm kind of running low.
I believe the standard for an inn is 1 day.
It is.
it is.
And she'll.
day.
Didn't you say something about when you find
Well,
a clue,
I
you would
didn't-
mention
Okay, I
it's
see
the
what you're
next
saying.
day?
I see what you're saying, both of you. She says, "We'll see if you can deal with that Zargash or something. We'll figure it out when you come back. But there are other things you can do to acquire more trinkets, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Fairly
Might find some
well.
along the way.
Fairly well, Miss
Farewell for
Sue,
now.
of the inn at the end of the road.
See ya at Twilight.
Wait, guys, what are we doing?
So, which way do you want to head now? I know it's late.
I am
will
gonna
call
have
it-
to head off now. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I'm gonna just ask which way you go, and then we'll call it from there.
Do we want to go stinky or do we want to go not stinky? Or do we want to go to the red caps?
I
Aren't we
feel
gonna
like
Actually,
go
I'll say,
upstream?
I'll give you a clue here. Because you've gone up to the 3rd floor of the inn at the end of the road, you actually get a great view outside the windows. And I will tell you what you can see from here. From here, you can see a massive tree stump in the distance, which
Okay.
is like a maze-like structure in the distance. Up here, you see there's perhaps some sort of little campsite. And then finally, in this area, there is a big, vast, decaying swamp. But
Let's go to the camp.
Yeah,
I feel like
so
that's most interesting right here.
well,
Or unless we want to go right there.
Oh.
Anyway.
yeah.
but
Is it the grandfather tree? That is.
We would want to go back and get the Herringon first, but if we're going up there, I say we go collect the Herringon and then we go back up there because it's easy. Like we have we can do that. We could pick them up and go up to this place and they can help us through.
And then the downfall.
Downfall.
We were down here. No, we were over here.
yeah,
And it was flowing like this way, right? Like up towards the grandfather tree?
correct.
Yeah.
Correct. Yes, it was. So yeah, it could be somewhere in the top left of the hex scroll somewhere, is what I'm telling you. But yeah, you could follow the rivers, and you would eventually get there, just so long as you're looking at the visions.
But
Yeah,
if
but
we
yeah,
were...
never
mind.
we'll wrap it up here. You can always discuss in the chat as well. If something comes up, you can be like, oh yeah, let's head here as well. Then you can discuss it there. But otherwise, we will wrap up tonight. Thank you guys for playing, and good job on befriending the innkeeper and making a little home for the stretch. And yeah, you got more quests as well to do. But yeah, we'll see you all next week. Bye bye for now.
Bye-bye.
Bye.